Okay, good morning. Oh, hi, Roscoe. What are you doing? You find a place to take a nap? Yeah? You know what I'm doing today? I'm playing Genshin. Go take your nap, buddy. Go take your nap. It's crazy how well my model fucking works with Genshin right now. Oh. I say and then my- wait, no. It's just because of how I was turned. Okay, Roscoe's looking at my muffins right now. Hi, Roscoe. You can't have the muffins. There's chocolate in them. Oh. Oh, you want in my lap? No, wait. Do you? Yes, you do. Okay. You can be in my lap. That's okay. It's just Genshin. And most of it's just gonna be us, like, yapping to the Mondstadt cast, so, you know. What are you doing? Ow! Okay. Okay. See, he needs my leg whenever he like lays down on my lap, right? And he usually does it more when I'm wearing like longer pants. But I think he thinks I'm wearing like a blanket or like that my pants are like thicker. So he doesn't realize how much he's like digging into my skin when he does it. Can you stop? You can't have the muffins. I feel bad because he doesn't realize why I'm making him stop, and I feel like I'm messing him up, but I'm like, it hurts. And I think you're not supposed to stop them. I think you're just supposed to let them do it, but it hurts. I can't do it. I need to cut his nails, but okay. I know there's like a next part to the event today or whatever, but I got a Mondstadt. I've been like purposely avoiding like teleporting to Mondstadt because I was scared if I just do this, it was gonna start the quest. Oh wait, I just realized that my game capture is still really loud. Wait, there we go. But like when oh okay, I would have been fine. It looks like. Well, I don't know if I went near the Adventurers Guild, it might have started. But like, what are y'all yapping? Evie said they had dialogue, but they're not yapping. I'm not listening. Go ahead.
Did you hear what happened?
The sky in Natlan? Yeah, the sky in Natlan. Fucking cracked, man. The sky in Natlan. Yeah, wait. Is there more? No, they're just talking about the sky in Natlan. Yeah, it cracked open. Oh. Yeah, I've been needing to like craft stuff or whatever, and if I was closer to Mondstadt, I would like almost try to teleport to Mondstadt, but then I was scared it would start the Archon quest. But apparently I needed. What is that? Apparently I needed. Oh, there's literally like a whole interact thing to enter the quest. I've been scared to teleport to Mondstadt this entire time. Okay, continue quest. Here we go. Roscoe, you can't have my muffins. Don't look at me like that. Oh, the Windbloom Festival, right?
The city is all decked out! Oh, it's beautiful! Festival season means no commissions, which means no Mora. But Catherine's always looking out for us, so we should still drop by and say hello.
We can do commissions in other nations, Paimon. It's fine. I feel like we'd be rich by now, to be honest.
Greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Hello, Catherine.
Hey, Catherine! Still doing the whole no commissions during Windbloom thing?
Paimon!
In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year. But feel free to take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
Take a look around, huh?
Paimon! Stop it. Paimon and her fucking Mora.
It's finally Windbloom. And here I am ruining everything.
You're a bit tired. No big deal. Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight? We could take a stroll or go stargazing.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot. You know people start reserving places on Starsnatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down. Sorry, I'm just not in the mood. I should go.
Whoa, something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to Quinn. This is weird.
It's also been years, Paimon. Like, she might have, like, changed how she feels about Quinn.
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need to do. The truth is, Quinn, not long ago,
What is it? Is there something wrong?
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn,
Oh
I
no!
think we should stop seeing each other for now.
Huh? Wait, are you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best friends.
Did she just break up with him and they're playing it off as them being friends and not a couple? What is
Did
happening?
you see that? Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best love, friendship stories is
What is happening?
So, is this what you meant by unusual, Catherine?
This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
Oh, it's the honorary knight in Paimon.
Hi, Miles. I don't remember you, but hello.
Something wrong? You don't look so good.
I know a knight should be stronger than this, but I haven't been feeling right lately. I just can't focus. I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
You should see a doctor.
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine. Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better.
I don't think he can help with that, but you believe what you want. I mean, I'm not here to ruin your religion or any whatever.
Is it
Would
because
ruin
I
your
saw
faith in your
something I wasn't meant
God,
to see?
but
Sorry, this is for me to
Wait.
figure out.
wait. What do you mean you saw something you weren't
Anyway,
supposed to see?
I have patrol to finish.
Wait,
Until
Roscoe,
next time, you two.
you want to press the button? You can press it. You can press it, Roscoe. Look. Oh, actually, I don't think you can press it. No, you can't. Never mind. He has his paw on my mouse, like he's trying to help. Are you helping?
Huh.
You helping?
Is it something in the air, maybe?
Gaming with my son for Mother's Day, be like. Wait, I should totally make a post about that. Wait. Wait, Roscoe. Wait, I gotta. Hold on. No, wait, put your paw back. No, wait, I'm sorry. No, you can put it back. It's okay. Look.
It appears Miss Donna is
can put it
also out
back.
of sorts.
Oh, whoops.
Where
Sorry,
can I
Catherine. What
find-
were you saying? Oh, never mind. You finished. Okay. You can put your paw back. Put it back. No? Okay.
Wait, but Donna is the one who has a huge crush on Diluc, right?
That's what I thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind. Is that?
Oh
Captain
no.
Kaya?
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Huh. Now that I look at him, he's
Oh.
How come I never felt this way before?
I'm flattered, Miss Donna, although I do wonder whether that was intended for outside ears.
Oh, no. Of course not. I'm sorry, Captain. Just pretend I didn't say anything. And, have a happy wind bloom.
I intend to, my dear, but first, a question, if you don't mind. Why the sudden change of heart? I was under the impression Master Delic was the object of your affections.
Good question, Kaya.
So, you knew about that? Well, Master Diluc came into the city not too long ago, but when I saw him, it was like the butterflies just weren't there anymore. If I had to compare it to something, it would be like waking up and realizing you're married to a man you don't love. But then I saw you, and it wasn't that something was different about you. I can't really explain it. It was just a feeling.
I understand, and I'm flattered I was able to bring back the butterflies, but I do not. I do need to see to some business, so I'll take my leave.
Oh, here he comes. Well, surprised to see us?
Not at all. You are the exact two people I've been trying to find. So, Traveler, Paimon, how have you been? All good. How about yourself and the rest of the Knights of Favonius? I can't read her fucking dialogue because my mic's blocking it. To answer that requires a private conversation. Catherine, do you mind?
Not at all. Have fun, you three.
So, you said you were looking for us.
Yes, Jean sent me to find you when she heard you were back in Mondstadt, but let's discuss the finer details back at headquarters. Yippee! I'm an honorary knight again. Let's fucking go. I mean, I never wasn't, but you know, we're in Mondstadt, so we actually get to be the honorary knight. That title doesn't really mean anything anywhere else. I mean, we used it to brag in Leeway. At least in Leeway. It might have been other nations, but we at least used it to brag in Leeway. Why is it not tracking the quest? Okay. Riding a motorcycle through Mondstadt. Holy shit. Let me in. I want to eat my muffin, but I might have to voice every character in this.
Ah, Kaya.
Oh, okay.
You found
Good.
them.
Yep, I managed to track them down.
Good. With what's about to happen, it's great to have you in town.
So it looks like Albedo's not the only character that's making their first appearance in Archon Quest, because she doesn't have an appearance in Archon Quest either. She's introduced in her story quest, just like how Albedo was introduced in his story quest.
Whoa, headquarters are packed. What's going on?
Honorary Knight Paimon. Oh, it's an honor to meet you. I believe introductions are in order?
Allow me. You have Note, captain of the second company, Scarion, captain of the third company, Eula, I think it was Eula, right? Captain of the fourth company, and me, of course, captain of the ninth company.
Oh, you're all captains?
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
I already know what's happening, but, you know.
Jean!
We're all happy and shit, and they're like, ah!
Cookie 508 wave.
Alito Twixty, thank you for the 11 months. I appreciate it. 1 month away from a year is crazy. Traveler, Paimon, thank you for coming. Is everything alright? There are tons of people outside. Yes, that would be the captains. You know a few of them already, but I'm sure there are some new faces. There have been a number of incidents in Mondstadt. In order to wrap up the case, I gathered all the captains of the Knights of Favonius together to hold a trial.
A trial? But this is Mondstadt, not Fontaine.
I can understand the confusion. You've never participated in one of our trials before. In truth, we haven't had to conduct one in quite some time. The Knights of Favonius oversee most matters of law and order in Mondstadt. Of course, in the interest of fairness, major cases are tried jointly with the Church. Under the guidance of Barbados, the Knights uphold chivalric justice in the spirit of our order, and the Church carries blessings and goodwill wherever the wind can reach. And today's case requires a joint trial by both parties.
Which means it's a serious one. So, do you need our help?
Hold on, the group of people we saw in the corridor just now, there was someone missing. Where's Albedo?
Right! He's the captain of the investigation team, but we didn't see him out there.
A keen observation, Traveler. That happens to be exactly why I called you here. In the upcoming trial against Captain Albedo, we will do our utmost to understand the facts of this case and deliver a fair and impartial verdict.
Albedo is the one on trial? What did he do?
Jean, it's time. Oh boy. Oh, understood. Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I need to know because, in the trailer, it was because he'd, it was, implied that he tried to, stab Nervalette or whatever. But they mention the stabbing of Nervalette and say it didn't actually happen in the Fontaine event. But that could just be in the fairness of, not spoiling stuff in an event. Please sit wherever you like. I only ask that you remain calm. No matter what you hear, I need to head over there. Don't worry. The trial will be fair. I'm so excited. Except I can't eat my fucking muffin because I have to voice all the characters that aren't voiced. Now that everyone is gathered, let us begin. With Grandmaster Varka away from Mondstadt for the time being, I, Jean, I'm not gonna say your last name, will oversee today's proceedings. Mr. Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, will serve as assessor. As representatives of our respective organizations, we will ensure a just verdict in this case.
Oh, that's a new face. Deacon of the church. Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
The defendant in today's case is the captain of the investigation team, Albedo. Albedo, what did you do? Certain aspects of this case are classified, and it remains uncertain whether the alleged victims are citizens of Mondstadt. Oh. As such, this trial is not open to the public. The identities of the victims are still unknown. Strange. Oh, I guess he would be- is he behind, like, all the strange incidents of all the people, like, switching how they feel about people, or whatever? If guilt is established in this case, all facts will be made public after the final verdict is delivered. Now, the captain of the logistics company, Miss Hertha, will present the charges. The court appoints Mr. Kaya to speak on Mr. Albedo's behalf. Are both parties ready to proceed? Yes.
Ready to proceed.
Miss Hertha, the floor is yours. I can eat!
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
I forgot about that. So so has he been running around just murdering random people?
Murder?
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
No. There's no way!
We now call that witness to the stand. Beatrice, please tell us what you saw.
Oh, is that why she couldn't, like, tell, what's his name about how she was feeling? Because, like, the everything about the trial is still, like, what's the word? Confidential, so she can't talk about it to the public. That's no reason to break up with her boyfriend, though. Or her best friend, or however you want to put it. Beatrice, so is that what she was trying to tell Quinn earlier? That's exactly what I'm saying.
I was out late that night on business, and when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He was dragging a huge bag of some kind. I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body. Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground. Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
I now turn to the defendant. Describe your whereabouts that night. I was working in my office on the second floor of the Knights of Favonius headquarters. That's right. The next day, the defendant submitted his last environmental report on the Dragonspine region. Considering the length of the text, it must have taken a considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night?
No.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
I'm sorry. I was not expecting that for his voice. Hello? If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body? You mentioned the joint investigation. Well, was the body recovered?
Not yet.
My internet has been so shitty for no reason. Oh, rest in peace. Yeah, I don't... Usually I'd be like, oh, maybe it's not your internet, maybe it's mine, because usually my internet at home is, like, really bad. But I actually have Ethernet now. So... In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing. You don't find that suspicious?
I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you see that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I I'd never put myself out here like this.
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene. The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence?
And yet no victim has been identified, correct?
It's true. No one has been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie.
Does the defendant wish to say anything in response? You may believe otherwise, Miss Hertha. Hold on. Miss Hertha, but I did not kill a single person. As a knight and the captain of the investigation team, I have a duty to protect Mondstadt and its people. You accuse me of murder, but there's no body or motive.
The defendant raises an important point. Motive. Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences. Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone. Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
Second charge?
Please proceed.
7 days ago, at dawn,
It's just recently. Wait, just recently it's been bad, even if I have a deco system in my sister's room and it's next to my room. Hold on, I'll let her finish yapping. Okay, yeah, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so we have a like a Wi-Fi extender that's basically right outside my room, because it was back when I was set up in my dad's old office, and so it was supposed to like help the Wi-Fi reach the office, which when it was installed it did help at first, and then randomly like last weekend I had really bad internet connection. No matter how many times I tried to restart my computer, restart my connection to the internet, my dad tried to restart the Wi-Fi, like nothing was working to make my internet connection better. And so as a joke, my dad was like, well, we have that really long Ethernet cable, you could just see if it runs all the way from like the Wi-Fi thing to your computer. And they didn't think it would actually reach, and it does actually reach, so now I have Ethernet that way. It just, there's like a really long cord that runs through the middle of our house, but I have Ethernet now, so my connection's actually stable. That's what matters to me.
I now call the second witness to the stand.
Wait, that's...
Diluc! Oh! Please tell the court what you saw. At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath a cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings. From what I could tell, it looked like the body of an adult male, tall and thin, but I couldn't make out the age. He buried the body underneath the cliff and smoothed out the ground to remove any traces.
We now have accounts from two separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
I would only inquire as to what Mr. Diluc was doing in that area so early in the morning. Not the most opportune time for a stroll. Is there such a thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It's not unusual for me to take walks in the area. It just happened to be in the right place at the right time, that's all. Master Diluc is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. I see no reason for him to frame Mr. Albedo, yet the question remains, where are the bodies?
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
And this is what looks like the teeth and femur of a human. Now, it does beg the question, if the burial was fresh, why is this all that remains of the body? But I suppose Mr. Albedo is the only one who can answer that. Careful now, Master Diluc. I do believe I hear a presumption of guilt in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here. Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's
but
how
also
the defendant
using
destroyed the
geo
bodies.
power?
The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
So that's your angle. Alchemy. A logical assessment, but we have a witness of our own. The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Mr. Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with his student Sucrose. The two were in the library until the next morning. Why did the discussion last so long? Miss Sucrose was presenting the results of her research. She noticed some flaws in the data and insisted on reviewing her calculations until the next morning with Mr. Albedo present. That's right, we were in the library together. What is it, Kiki? There's no more muffin.
You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
Yes, and I know Mr. Albedo would never kill someone. He could never be that cruel.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep.
Oh,
I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep not long after midnight. It's all right, Sucrose. You don't have to lie for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. The truth is paramount. Mr. Albedo. I see, but I'm afraid your alibi cannot be substantial. Do you understand? Yes, I know claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. But the prosecution's argument has its own holes. There's been no mentions of a motive or what exact method could reduce a human body to those remains.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court.
Correspondence. Oh no, the envelope does look like it belongs to Mr. Albedo.
I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth. The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Putrefaction and refinement.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
I trust the investigators have confirmed this to be the defendant's handwriting, and that the letter makes more than passing mention of petrification. Wait, not petrification. What am I trying? You know what I'm trying to say? And refinement.
Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
No, it can't be true.
I can't believe it.
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence, but now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
Then we are in agreement. The evidence is conclusive. On the charges of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, the court finds the defendant guilty. Oh. I always stutter whenever I do the voices. I feel like I'm better at it when I know for a fact it's words I can say. It's always the words that I can't pronounce and I'm like, fuck this. But the people in attendance appear shocked. No one can believe a crime and a kind and well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. Jean stipulates that that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or appeal, but most appear hopeless in this moment. As you watch Albedo being taken back to headquarters, you get a strange feeling that something hidden is about to come to light. It all comes back to the letter, a secret that you and Albedo know all too well, but the people of Mondstadt have yet to discover.
Why would Albedo do something like that? Oh, this has to be a nightmare.
Albedo told me his secret once, that he was a synthetic human created through alchemy. Could that have something to do with this case? But what? Following in hold on, person's footsteps just because he's an alchemic creation? That could only make him more suspicious. Well, this took a turn for the worse.
Rosaria!
The way she screamed that is hilarious. Sorry. I've been here the whole time. I happen to have a message to pass along for us. Yes, you're needed at Star Snatch Cliff. He's waiting for you there.
Who is he?
You'll know when you get there. Go on now. Time's like the wind. It waits for no one. Okay. And it's just gonna teleport me because I'm in a special story mode with them changing locations for the event and whatever. Current story seems to be related. Okay, so like I've seen what this review is, though. It's just this little paragraph. Okay, I kind of know some of this because I've heard that there's a Albedo fan in the Genshin server that I've heard yap about this before, and I think I'm gonna talk to Cal about it too, about the doppelgangers of Albedo. There were more than 2 people wearing that face on that mountain. Okay, so is there another doppelganger still out there that we're dealing with? Oh, we can teleport to Star. Oh, we're out of the special thing, I guess, then. Because before it didn't want us leaving Mondstadt at all, but... Oh, this... Oh, wait. I didn't realize how high that went up. Where is it? Okay. Venti! Venti, I'm on my way! Ah, traveler, Paimon. I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me? You called for us, but okay.
Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
Oh. Okay. Hi, Dahlia.
Ooh, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Dahlia.
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius and Herald of the Animo Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right?
So you called us here so we can meet with Venti?
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight.
The thing is he sounds like a twink. I can't. Oh.
After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
Wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
He does know! Let's fucking go! There were so many jokes before this update came out. I'm on like whether or not he knew. Oh, that's great. I'm so glad he knows. It's so funny. Don't worry, Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
If you mean his true identity, then yeah, we do.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
What? Ah, well, I knew from the moment, what's his name, and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. I can't say these names, guys. This is why I need them to be voiced. Perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
Sorry. Okay.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Thank you. I always do a double sneeze, so as soon as I sneezed, I was like, hold on, I gotta wait a second. Which means we need to find a way to help your friend. What do you know about the situation, Venti? Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being, and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt, even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
Wait. Wait. What if all the people acting weird are synthetic beings? Wait. Wait.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
Actually, wait, would Donna be the synthetic being, or would Diluc be the synthetic being? Because maybe she, like, realized that something was... Wait, because Diluc... Hold on. Diluc, like, was against Albedo in the trial, right? So what if he's a synthetic being, and Donna picked up on that, and that it wasn't actually the true Master Diluc? Wait. When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
I love that thought, thank you. Genshin, okay, it's so much easier for me to theorize in Genshin because I feel like the dialogue in Genshin is so much more straightforward than it is in Honkai. I feel like in Honkai they make the dialogue like more complicated than it needs to be, and it's hard for me to like keep track of what is happening. So I can't often like theorize when they're yapping at me, but when Genshin is yapping at me, I can be like, wait, what if this is this and this connects to this? And then it like, that's why I have more fun honestly with the Genshin like story than I do with the Honkai one. But I'm just making a comment. There will always be unavoidable trials in life. At least that's what Barbados would say. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the Seven know better than to temper with fate. If only there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in his time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Well, even if Albedo wasn't at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Behold! A bomb! It's one of Klee's bombs! Don't worry, I removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device.
So, this thing belongs to you now?
We're old pals. Don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days. Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat. We'll do our best to uncover the truth. That's all I ask. No matter what comes, you have the win on your side. Yippee!
It's been a few days. Ban on flying objects should
Paimon,
be over by now.
we're not going to Fontaine. Shut up.
Let's head over to the Palais Mermonia to see how Kukuku's doing.
No! Me yelling at fucking Paimon for yapping about the event while I'm trying to do the Archon quest. Sorry, I have to return to this special story mode again. Paimon, give me a second. I should have just put focus mode on. Then she wouldn't yap at me about Fontaine. When did Kukuku come to Mondstadt? When did Mondstadt have a law against flying objects? I know you all must be shocked, but the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation is not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
Wait, actually, does Eula know? Or at least about the duplicates, about the doppelgangers? Because wasn't she mentioned in that recap that we just read? This version of events is hard for me to accept as anyone, but Varka once said Albedo is very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him that I don't know if I should tell you. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself. First, what the fuck did I just do with my voice there? Why did I say it like that? Would you mind giving me a moment, everyone? A private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
Traveler, Paimon, perfect timing. Kaya has a favor to ask. Like Jean said after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal, and I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him for the life of me, but I need you two to start investigating the case. Investigate the case? Yes, it's also time for you to get... For you to get involved. You want us to join the joint investigation? No, we'd like you to launch an investigation of your own. I'll continue working on his defense in the meantime. If you find anything that might help his case, just let me know. I know it's against the spirit of the season to task you with this, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of the doubt. Understood. I'll look into the case on my own. I know you'll get to the bottom of this, Traveler. You've never failed us in our time of need.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Then you will have done Mondstadt a great service all the same. I'm expecting a retrial. Until then, you're welcome to have a look around Albedo's office on the 2nd floor. I'm counting on you. Okay, are they gonna use the like Fontaine trial system? I mean, not like the way that Fontaine does trials, but like the, you know, like the gathering evidence and like reviewing. Well, no, because we don't speak for the defendant, but you know what I mean? Like the things that they did in Mondstadt when we were looking into cases, are we doing that again? Or is it just general, like, investigate?
Wait, Captain Kaya, surely I can't just...
These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked them to investigate Albedo's office.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
Gimme!
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
Alright, I have some work of my own, so I'll leave you to it. Good luck, you two.
Right back at ya.
There he goes. Okay.
Alright, let's see.
Oh yeah, this is exactly what I was yapping about. Wait, what is that? Okay. Whoa, this is a little different. Okay, investigate the book. There's a stack of books on the desk, mostly related to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Environmental science! That's my area of expertise. I can talk. I can talk, guys. Some of the pages have been marked with alchemic symbols, and others have S-shaped or triangle symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
Wow, these books are so fancy. Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them.
Investigate underneath the book. After moving the book, the desk looks almost empty. Your hand slipped while moving the book, causing the hardcover book to strike the desk. The resulting noise is a bit unusual. It's subtle, but to an experienced adventurer, it sounds too hollow, almost like there's a compartment within the desk. Underneath the desk.
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
There does appear to be a compartment added to one side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps you could try using the power of Geo. The hidden compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. Okay. Festering is also a manifestation of rot. When festering forces and a sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in an alchemic experiment, the results of the refinements were startling. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of the Blank Project, I must take advantage of this opportunity.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
The note mentioned festering forces, which suggests that Dragonspine could be involved somehow. If this has something to do with creating synthetic life, would Albedo go that far for one of his experiments? No, that can't be. Amid the notes is a map with a few markings on it. 2 of the marked locations correspond to the crime scenes, and the third appears to be in Dragonspine. Okay, so yeah, there's this one that's near the gate, which would have been the first witness. The one kind of near I forget the Dawn Winery, which is the one that D-Luke witnessed, and then the one in Dragonspine itself. It's a hard pill to swallow, but if the results of the joint investigation are correct, there could be a body hidden in that last location, or at the very least, what remains of one.
Huh. What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location? Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found.
I'm not speaking for the communication device. I don't feel like it.
Oh, Vent is calling. Let's answer.
This is crazy. How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
I see. So Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh? Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Blank's creations, there'd be no separating him from her past. Oh, her? My bad. I think I called him earlier. I mean, hold on. Called her him. There we go. You know what I mean. As we both know, her approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence you just found, let's just say, could convince even those closest to him of his guilt. Perhaps even you. I don't think the handwriting was faked, and the notes also sounded like him. That it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo? I don't know, but I want to.
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right? Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
I love the Fontaine trials, and this was just as good. It's almost, I'm really glad that they got to practice with the Fontaine trials and like set all of that up and then do this quest instead of trying to do this one first, because then they got to like expand on what they did in Fontaine to hold a trial for something even more serious and more like lore centered. I mean, obviously like Farina's trial was very like lore related, but like, you know, either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts. Does that mean even Venti no longer believes in him? Remaining objects have its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah. Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned.
Was there not more to investigate? I thought there were arrows.
Wait, that's Miles.
He's spying on us! He's
What's
spying
he
on
doing
us!
here?
He's spying on us, guys! What if I think I'm right. I think this just proves my theory.
Oh, sorry. I
Uh-huh.
heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
Uh-huh.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Paimon!
Oh, sure. You got it.
My god.
That map we found in the hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked locations.
I thought we were speaking to Jean! Why are we now... What is happening? I want to investigate more, because I thought there were more...
Alright, let's see what we can find.
What? I want to... Can I not... Can I not... Oh, you... Oh. See, there's more, Paimon! What are you yapping about? Okay. A lockbox sits on the desk. The latch bears signs of wear, suggesting the importance of whatever lies within. The box likely remained locked most of the time. Okay. But now the lid remains wide open, as if the owner was forced to leave in a hurry and didn't have time to lock it. Perhaps the letter intercepted by the investigators was once stored here. The remaining content shouldn't hold much weight as conclusive evidence, but you still get a strange feeling after reviewing them. In elegant penmanship, the letter reads, "In addition, I do happen to have some information on the subject of our last discussion. the materials and arcane formation required for human transmutation. The formations in these records likely originate from the Conrian art of Kema, but relevant documentation has not been well maintained over time, so I cannot guarantee there are no errors or omissions. As thanks for your past assistance, I've enclosed the records with this letter. But that does not mean I support your pursuit of this research. Ethics aside, I'm not convinced it's even possible to create a human whose existence is identical to our own. The idea that the dynamic of creator and creation could exist within the same species is cause for concern. Even with a talent like yours, I must urge you to proceed with caution. The signature belongs to an unfamiliar name, one that also appears on an alchemy book nearby. You skim the preface and learn that the author is an old and accomplished alchemist. The person is likely a friend from Albedo's academic circle, someone who owed Albedo a favor but also urged him to refrain from conducting dangerous research.
Human transmutation?
I didn't see those arrows. Yeah, no, I saw them and I was like, I have to see. I have to make sure.
Ooh, Paimon doesn't want to think about that.
It doesn't look good, but this letter can't directly prove that Albedo did anything. Besides, a technique like that must be too dangerous to share with the public, right? That's why it wasn't brought up during the trial. Okay, wait. This way. There's a test tube on the shelf with some black powder residue at the bottom. Next to it lies a neatly written note. Okay, I can talk. Chalk is the next stage after soil, but the current available materials are still insufficient to construct, a stable structure.
Nope. No idea what that means. Not sure if it's too hard for Paimon or too hard for anyone outside this line of work.
Ah! Spilled coffee on me. Albedo's notes lie on the table. They resemble the ones you've seen before, but the contents are different this time. As always, the penmanship is impeccable, careful and neat with a careful elegance in its uniformity, much like the man himself. One of the notes reads, that word, should be regarded as a counter-simulation to the process of life, like a high, efficient, and destructive spell of rot. Upon use, the target will decay within an extremely short period of time, turning into dust that is nearly invisible to the naked eye before dissipating into thin air. Oh no! This is just stronger evidence against him. Guys, what are we doing here? Okay, I think that's everything. Right? Yeah. Okay, now we can go to Dragonspine.
Rev the engines!
Oh wait. Over here.
Let's go, Twirly!
I miss being able to like switch characters while I'm climbing like you can in Natlan. It's really annoying not being able to do that outside of Natlan. I kind of miss the music over here, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, do we have the maps on us? Or no? Where would they be? Oh wait, yeah, it's right here. Okay, so it's like... right... oh.
We should be getting close. Oh, look over there! Something seems off.
Letting her yap? Okay. Although everything is covered in snow, as a seasoned adventurer, you notice a spot on the ground that looks quite different from its surroundings. You remove the snow and find a sizable hole underneath, large enough to fit a human body. But the hole is completely empty and the surrounding markings make it look like something was dug up. Did an animal do this, or some monster?
Weird. There's a hole, but no body. The prosecution's argument is that Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies. But this location is different from the other two. Why not fill the hole? Or smooth out the ground like the other places?
If one person did all this, why not remove the traces like the others? And if Albedo isn't the one responsible, why was this location marked in his notes? You return to the Knights of Favonius, doubts swirling in your mind. I have my doubts on a certain 3 people, that's for sure. Well, hi, welcome. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. I'm good, how are you? You're back, did you find anything?
Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case.
I don't know. I see. Complicated result, but your efforts are appreciated. Did Albedo submit an appeal? Yes, for a retrial. There are still questions surrounding the identities of the victims and the disappearance of the bodies. The minimal remains that were uncovered have been sent for forensic analysis, which should provide some answers. It's just...
What's wrong?
If the victims turned out to be Mondstadt citizens, the situation would become all the more serious. The second trial would likely have to be open to the public. And I doubt public sentiment will be in Albedo's favor.
Yeah, not when the charges are so serious.
I love that though, that's so silly. Oh, right, okay. I almost started like reading her lines, like I had to speak for her. Okay, second trial is set to take place in 2 days. I hope you consider attending this one as well.
Of course, we'll be there. In the meantime, we should all just stay positive.
Well said. When the time comes, I'll carry out my duty to the best of my ability. Oh boy. See, he's there again! I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. Let me fight Miles. Oh. I don't like how long this takes. Isn't Wua's like instant when you time skip? Or am I misremembering? I haven't played Wua in like 2 weeks. Traveler versus Miles of peak fighting? Are you Burrito? Oh my goodness. Okay.
We should meet up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
Coming in. You two, let me know when you're ready and we'll head out. I'm ready. Alright, follow me. Oh, am I really ready though? Mentally, not really. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we now convene for the second trial against Mr. Albedo. I, Jean, will once again oversee the proceedings. Representatives on both sides remain unchanged, as Mr. Dahlia will continue to serve as assessor. Ms. Hertha represents the prosecution, and Mr. Kaya speaks on behalf of the defense. Come in, slamming the door. The defendant in this case is Mr. Albedo, captain of the investigation team. With that, I now bring this trial to order. Oh boy. Miss Hertha, have the investigators made any new discoveries?
Yes. We sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office, and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains. In addition, the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time.
Oh.
Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T. The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
Hold on. Hanselman, male, 46 years old, Marital status single, occupation hunter. Consistent with the conclusion in the last trial, his disappearance went unreported, likely due to his lack of relatives. In addition, medical records show that he sustains a mechanism-related injury in his leg 3 years ago. The damage on the femur bone Mr. DeLuke found is consistent with such an injury. Therefore, we can conclude that one of the victims in this case is him. A specialized technique was used to accelerate the rate of decomposition.
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
Alchemical or magical, both are possible.
Thank you for your testimony.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed? In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain. A truly vile act. In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
Another one, huh?
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
What if he's right? What if it is another one? What if there are 4 of them?
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward. But the night Master DeLuke saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too. I was camping with a friend and we decided to stop near Dragonspine. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk.
I don't like the way he's looking at her.
And
I don't believe her.
Master DeLuke. I thought it might be nice to, chat. So I headed in his direction and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body. I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear. And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master DeLuke in the first place.
So that's why your crush just randomly went away?
If I hadn't wanted to talk to him, I would never have been in that situation. Well, I didn't want to come forward because I was scared.
I don't trust any of them.
Martha convinced me it was the right thing to do.
She's so unserious.
I'm sorry it took me so long.
I feel like she's been threatened to, I feel like she's lying. I feel like she's been threatened to lie and to, be an alibi for DeLuke. But that's just me. I see. Just stepping forward was brave enough, Miss Donna. See, why does she seem scared of him? The court thanks you for your courage and commitment to justice.
Yes. Thank you.
The 2 witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
A special investigator also uncovered some relevant evidence on that subject. I will now present it to the court.
Wait, does she mean—
Oh, don't present my evidence. Don't do that. Evidence we found in Albedo's office. The following are pieces of evidence uncovered in Mr. Albedo's office, the most important of which is this map. Oh. This map was found with the defendant's notes. The markings correspond with the description in the letter and the locations of the crime scenes. Does this map belong to you? Yes. Oh. Were you the one who marked these locations? Yes. Do you realize that's basically an admission of guilt? Hold on, you do realize that's basically an admission of guilt, don't you? The evidence against you is nearly insurmountable. No. Since you uncovered that compartment, I might as well expound on the matter.
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you possibly say in your defense?
What I always have. I never killed a single person.
Ugh, you have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you?
Miss Hertha, you've presented a meticulous and convincing case. I'll give you that, but I will not admit to something I didn't do.
So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
That's a rather dismissive way to refer to an innocent man speaking in his own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses. I'm exercising patience.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Perhaps not, but patience comes with its own reward. It's easy for things to remain buried in snow until someone comes along and brushes it away. Albedo seems serious but unfazed. Does that mean he really didn't do anything untoward? He mentioned brushing off the snow. Is that supposed to be a hint? If it was a hint, then it must have something to do with the Dragonspine, which reminds me one of the locations marked on the map we found was in Dragonspine, wasn't it? Traveler, you were the one who uncovered the notes, right? Then I'm assuming you visited the third location marked on the map as well. Yes. Can you tell us what you found? Nothing. You nod your head and give an honest account of the scene you found in Dragonspine. Or on Dragonspine. Whatever. Close enough. Whatever was kept in the hole was gone, and the surrounding area bore the markings of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow, no one knew there was something to discover in the first place.
Then, there must also have been a body.
Okay, he buried... What if he buried... Wait, hold on. He said he's been hold on. The whole thing is he's been experimenting to create life, right? So he buried something that came to life and it dug its own way out. Hear me, hear me out. I need to think about this. What clues am I missing? Okay, hold on. Hold on. The third marked location is in Dragonspine. We only knew about it because we found the map in the hidden compartment. During our investigation, Paimon and I discovered a hole beneath the snow, big enough to hide a human body. There were also claw marks around the outside, but there was no body or any remains whatsoever. Oh, I can't associate. There's nothing to associate it with. Okay. Okay. First marked location is near Mondstadt. Beatrice saw Albedo use alchemy to dig a hole and bury a body there. A single men's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes. Wait, what if that's why there's no bodies? Just because they all just dug their own... wait, no, because they... Wait, were the other holes dug up? I don't remember. Taken together, this evidence seems to suggest that Albedo killed someone and concealed the body. Yes, okay. Interpret. Second marked location is between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery, where D-Luke saw Albedo bury the body of an adult male. D-Luke described nearly the same events as Beatrice. There's no reason for them to collude against Albedo unless their body doubles, but, or, you know what I mean. So their testimony should be trustworthy. D-Luke found teeth and a femur bone at the scene, and Donna confirmed his version of events because she was also there that night. I don't trust her either. There should be no reason to set Albedo up. Despite her crush, Donna wouldn't lie about something like that just to get D-Luke's attention. Are you sure about that? Unless she was forced to. Unless she was threatened. Not to mention, Donna has been acting strange since before the trial. That is true. Okay, human remains. Well, they're all acting strange, but according to the forensic results, the teeth and femur bone belong to a Mondstadt citizen, and the witness accounts suggest that Albedo was the last person to come into contact with his body. Did Albedo really use alchemy to reduce the body to a few bones, and does that mean he's the killer? Okay, I need to associate this with something. Okay. Difference between the marked locations. Albedo marked these 3 locations on the map found in the hidden compartment. There are some similarities and differences between them. Based on what we know, all 3 locations were likely used to hide bodies. The holes dug in each area certainly seemed big enough. But unlike the first 2 locations, there were claw marks around the hole in the 3rd location, and no witnesses saw anything happen there. Dragonspine is home to all manner of monsters and wild animals. Could some kind of creature have dug up the body? But why wasn't that the case in the other locations? The marks didn't look fresh, which means the hole in the 3rd location has been there for longer than the other 2. But if the hole in the 3rd location wasn't made around the same time, does that mean it's connected to a separate incident? Oh boy. Okay. Albedo's identity. Most people know Albedo as an alchemist and the captain of the investigation team, but in truth he's, okay, a synthetic human created by one of the 5 sinners. Albedo is steadfast, intelligent, and treats everyone with kindness and respect. I think most people would agree with that assessment. He's also a calculated thinker. It's fair to say that if he did commit a crime, it would likely be well concealed. Sorry. Up until now, Albedo has never displayed any ill will toward humanity, and he also still seems like his normal self. He did, though, say, like, he did ask us if he ever was, like, a threat to Mondstadt. I think he asked us to kill him, but, you know. As his friend, I shouldn't reveal the truth about his identity. That would only make things worse for him. Okay? Dragonspine's ecosystem. Dragonspine has a frigid climate and is covered in snow all year round. Even so, it's home to various monsters and creatures that can withstand the cold. Deep within the mountain lies the remains of an even more mysterious creature, Durin. Although the dragon has been dead for a long time, he still possesses a peculiar life energy. Plus, we have, like, new Durin from the Simulunka event. Now that I think about it, a lot of strange things have happened on Dragonspine. I almost forgot, Paimon and I once encountered someone on Dragonspine who looked exactly like Albedo, and we weren't the only ones. Wait a second, someone who looks exactly like him. I'm guessing Albedo has a plan, so I should help him out. But what does he want me to do? Announce a break in the case? No, I should play it safe. Since I made an honest assessment of the facts, I should be honest about my doubts too. It's only fair. Besides, I think I understand what Albedo was trying to tell me just now. I'd like to address the court, if I may. I was the one who investigated the office, and I believe the results raise a few questions. Regarding the 2 cases addressed in the previous trial, it was established that, after disposing of the bodies, the defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. But that wasn't the case at the 3rd location. The hole was still there, with dirt scattered around the perimeter. It looked more like something had been dug up. It was all done by one person. Or if this was all done by one person, why wasn't the 3rd scene given the same treatment as the others? Why weren't the traces removed? In addition, the markings around the 3rd location weren't fresh, which suggests that the Dragonspine incident happened at a different time. For those reasons, I believe there's still reasonable doubt in this case, and I hope the verdict reflects that. Thank you. Astute as ever, Traveler.
Questions there may be, but allow me to point out. There is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the 3rd location. And the map was found in his notes. That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect. Unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
Allow me to respond to the Traveler's point. If all I cared about was proving my innocence, I would indeed do as you described, Miss Hertha, and deny my connection to that map. But that is not what I intend to do. The map does belong to me, and I did hide things at those 3 locations. What? There was indeed bodies at each location, and I did kill and bury someone on Dragonspine.
Ha!
But you wait a minute, you've been saying you never killed anyone!
Confess to his crimes.
Ugh. Albedo. You're mistaken, Miss Hertha. The story doesn't end there. And then he looks to Eula. Okay. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest on Dragonspine. Someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region to eliminate me in secret. Oh, is that the guy he killed? Which was his body double, but he's just not saying that it was his body double. His desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead, and buried the body on the mountain, the 3rd location marked on the map.
Actually, the traveler Amber Bennett and I were with Albedo that day. The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area. If the person Albedo is referring to is
I forgot I didn't have it on auto.
we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. Those innocent people, their blood is on your
Let
hands.
him finish! Let him cook! No, you're wrong.
You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole
Is
court
bro
to
not
hear?
listening? That was self-defense.
You've really lost your mind.
If you would let me finish, Miss Hertha, I could get to the important part. The man who attacked me on Dragonspine was my height, with blonde hair and blue eyes, dressed in clothes nearly identical to mine. So, someone who happens to look exactly like you? Exactly like him? So I was right. It does come back to what happened back then.
It's one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
Yeah, his body doubles. Yes, I killed someone that day. Someone who looked nearly identical to me. But I never said that someone was a person. I see. Then it appears I need to withdraw my testimony.
What?
Everyone! I brought her!
Who?
Wait, you...
The person who just came in. Isn't that her?
Okay, I was starting to suspect Hertha as being a body double as well, because like all of the both of the like citizen like testimonies, they were like, yeah, she encouraged me to come forward. She encouraged you. She totally wasn't forcing you to or threatening you. Oh, what's going on? I counted from the beginning, Sucrose.
Who are you? Why do you wear my face? Hello to you too.
As you can see, this is Hertha, the logistics captain of the Knights of Favonius.
I see what's going on here. It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up. You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
Order in the court. I've been stationed on Dragonspine all these years because that is where the subject of my research lies, the dragon Durin. Several hundred years ago, the Dragon of the East, Dvalin, defeated Durin in battle and, with help from Barbados, sealed his remains on Dragonspine. Durin was created through alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not a true end for him. His heart still beats and grows more revitalized by the day. My imposter on Dragonspine was a failed specimen abandoned in Durin's stomach, an unsuccessful iteration of the Homunculus project. I can't even say that. Yeah, whatever she said.
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of homunculus?
Homunculus.
Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine. So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle. You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome. Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you?
The two of you look identical, but judging based on demeanor, the new arrival actually seems more like the Hertha I know. Or Hertha, sorry.
By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the Albedo in this room of being an imposter. How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real Albedo long ago. Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles answer first.
Yes, call out Miles. Yes.
Huh?
Yes, call him out.
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented? Confused? You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing. Strange indeed.
No, my head.
Uh-huh.
It hurts.
Uh-huh. Are you gonna...
The scar is right here.
Why the nerves? I can't imagine this comes as a surprise. Unless your informant in the Knights of Favonius failed to mention the scar on Hertha's left arm.
Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm.
No need to panic. You can just add it now. You excel at changing your appearance, don't you? Or should I say, all spawn of Durin's life force have that ability. A powerful life force, an appearance you can change at will, yet here you stand, formless one, paralyzed to act, because you're worried using that power could affect your accomplices. Accomplices? Then Miles must be one of them. There are others, too. Most of the beings under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here, and yet their presence is what impedes her from taking action. Once you attempt to transform, all who surround you will be affected by your power. You can't control it, because in this network of living beings, you serve as the core.
Show us your arm. Ugh! Have it your way! Whoa!
Oh. Wait, is Beatrice not with them? Okay.
Come on, let's go.
Fine. Oh. Oh, they're just a bunch of the random NPCs in there. She's trying to get away. Stop her. Don't let anyone stand in your way.
There are others trying to get in. Must be more people under her control.
Oh, this is chaos. Time to get moving, everyone.
Whoa! She just leaped across the room!
Okay, so I was wrong about Beatrice and the other one and D-Luke being under her control, but it does kind of feel like they were threatened, or maybe they saw something wrong. Like one of them, like, because obviously Hertha was really against Albedo, so maybe like that creature had like disguised themselves as Albedo to like trick them, or maybe she threatened them into like testifying against him. All units move out. Third company, keep on the imposter's tail. Finally have a chance to talk, but before I explain the events of the past few days, I'd like to make a few things clear. First, I never killed any of my fellow citizens, and I never used human remains as part of an alchemic experiment, okay? Second, the events of the past few days were all part of a plan. Most of the members of our order were in on it. As for the witnesses, Master D-Luke picked up on the situation long before today's proceedings. Wow, that's quite an involved plan. Indeed, follow me. Okay. I want to know, like, why they testified against him. Obviously, like, D-Luke knew what was going on, but he still testified against him.
What? How are there monsters in the city?
They're all monsters from Dragonspine. An attack is imminent, but fear not. We've been preparing for this. We've been monitoring the resurgence of Durin's life force. Its festering nature agitated these monsters. We knew it was only a matter of time before they advanced on Mondstadt. I can't... Let me click. Okay. And so we made preparations for an inevitable battle. I was hoping you two could join me and provide assistance in the battle to come.
Of course. Where's our first stop?
The top of the city wall. Is this where we're supposed to go talk to Venti? Or... Because I know there's one part that one of my mutuals on Twitter, like, messed up and didn't get to speak to everyone. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna try my best not to do that.
Captain Albedo, honorary knight, and your floating companion.
Your floating companion is crazy.
Strange. Be careful.
Come here, slime. Come here.
Thanks for the help. I don't think we could have managed that on our own.
You're welcome.
I hope everyone's all right. We really appreciate the help.
I just saw that first, so that's where I went. Okay. Yeah, I'm scared to talk to... Hold on. I'm scared to talk to Venti, because I'm scared I'm gonna, like, miss shit. Because is this where I'm supposed to be... talking? I don't think so. I hope not. I want to talk to Venti last, just in case, though. Hello? I spoke to Venti first and it was fine. Oh, well, now I'm helping Fischl, so.
Confirm. Drag another wardrobe over here.
Vile beasts. I'm not saying that. Shall not tolerate such a transgression. Hey, Fischl.
Ah, that's the traveler's voice.
You arrive at the most opportune time, vassal. Sword at the ready. She's so silly.
Burst forth.
I actually don't know how to use Albedo.
By royal decree.
Hey guys. Can we not?
Come into being. Feel this ancient power.
Oh, you're not ready? Okay. Okay, ow! Holy shit.
Burst forth.
Oh. I'm just like Lifeweaver, guys. Ah!
Come into being.
Come down. I keep trying to press 4 to get to Fischl for some reason.
Burst forth.
Okay. I just spammed attacks, that's basically what I'm doing, yeah, or trying to. Fear not, the foul monsters have been cast into the void.
Mein Fräulein means to say that you should refrain from going out for the time being. We will continue to protect this area.
All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. But, I've never seen a bird that can, talk.
No need to worry. I'm Mein Fräulein's humble servant. Please rest assured, I'm not a danger to you.
You can trust them, I promise.
Oh, no, of course. I didn't mean it that way at all. I just misspoke.
No matter. My vassals have unfinished duties, yes? Then go forth and smite these wretched beasts. Okay. Thanks, Fischl. I love his voice. Real. So glad he's voiced. I wish Fischl was voiced because I feel like she's the hardest to read for because of her unique speech. But, you know. There's something in this area. I don't know where it is. Oh, do I need to put that fire out or what's happening? Because I don't have a Hydro character on me. I mean, yeah, Hydro. Am I supposed to be putting the fire out? Is that what's happening here? Or is it something else? I don't know. I don't see anything else in this circle. So I feel like it's the fire. Oh, I can't change my team though. Am I missing something? Because I don't have Hydro and I can't change my team. You'll be fine. Night. Hold on, I'll just go. Excuse me. I'll just do. Razor! I know he's voiced. Wait, no! I want to speak to Razor. Oh, he's speaking. Whoa. Wait. Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, okay. The way I have her built, she is not great for getting her burst on her own. I did not look into that enough.
Moment of birth.
Okay. It's been a while since I unleashed my lightning during Windbloom.
It happened a lot before?
Unleashing lightning on people? No. Once in a while, maybe. It sure feels good to let loose, though. My old professor even wrote to me about that a few days ago. Of course, I made sure to emphasize that I always treat others with kindness. Of course you did. It's only natural for a student to inherit their teacher's ways, after all. And mine was a gentle old man. Yep. Okay, so you see, this time I only used gentle methods of electrocution. So gentle even Jean would have no reason to intervene.
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
You seem to be in good spirits, Miss Lisa. Ah, well, it's good to move about every once in a while. Okay, what's this middle section? It's not the fire, is it? I can't do anything about the fire. I don't think I can. Can Geo do something against it? Like...
Charge!
Yeah, no. That's what I thought. I can do elemental reactions with it. Okay.
Try and stop me!
Hey, Venti!
Shoot, someone's coming. Help me, please! Someone help me!
What's with the freak
Ah, perfect. I can drop the act. Sorry, I thought you were regular citizens. It's about time. I think we can proceed as planned. I agree. Although it's been a while since I dealt with something this big, it's gonna be pretty exhausting. Don't worry, I'll treat you to a drink for your trouble. Just what I wanted to hear. Of course it was.
So, these two know the other's identity then?
People can make new friends when we're not here, you know. Monsters started surging in from Dragonspine during the trial. Very soon became agitated, likely in response to the core coming under pressure. Still, I never expected those monsters to have become this advanced. The power of evolution cannot be underestimated, especially considering the fact that Durin absorbed the previous imposter.
Wait, so what about the map? And the missing bodies?
What the witnesses saw was true. I did hide those bodies. As I monitored the situation in Dragonspine, I noticed that many who ventured there came back different. Some were under the influence of Durin's power, but the less fortunate ones had already been devoured by monsters, who then assumed their appearance to infiltrate the city. Most of those who were replaced had no close relatives, so when their behavior changed, there was no one to notice. The monsters used their disguise to get close to people. I eliminated 2 who attempted to attack.
What about the remains Diluc found? Did they belong to one of the victims?
Yes, the monsters slowly digested their victims. Sometimes they even left behind body parts to aid their transformation. All that remained of the first victim was a few strands of hair, and the second some teeth and bone. The only bodies Albedo destroyed were the monster's mimic forms. Then he buried whatever remained of the victims to put them to rest. Well, someone had to do it. Besides, I managed to gather some valuable data on that. After we defeated that doppelganger Whopper Flower on Dragonspine, we promised to tell each other a story, remember? You told me the story of a gardener. I remember. I don't, because I didn't play that event, but okay. I'm glad. Then you remember what I told you about Subject 2? In his pursuit to replace Subject 1, he formed a Whopper Flower into Subject 3. So there was another imposter on Dragonspine that day? Yes, that would be Subject 2. I confronted him and buried his body on Dragonspine. So you see, at one point, there was something hidden in that hole you found. But Durin is becoming more revitalized by the day. Under the influence of his power, the monsters dug up Subject 2's body and returned it to Durin's stomach. Oh. So he didn't dig his way out, but he did get out. Okay. Durin absorbed the failed creation along with his knowledge and way of thinking. Ever since then, all creatures spawned from his power had the ability to transform their appearance. Humans who venture into Dragonspine for too long are also bound to fall under Durin's influence, but those effects don't show themselves right away, and the extent to which a person has been affected is hard to perceive. You saw it for yourself, didn't you? All the people acting strange. Those are the same people who just tried to break into the Knights of Favonius headquarters. Durin's power remained dormant within them until finally it surged to the surface and seized control. That was also our goal. If we could force a situation where the imposter had no choice but to unleash that power, all those under its influence would become violent, and thus we would know who was affected.
Wait, so what do? We can't go around hurting innocent people.
That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just lazed around after promising to help. We will use the power of Animo to restrain them for now. That should give the knights the chance to subdue them without harm. A specialized team will deal with them later. Alright, that's the long and short of the situation. It's time to achieve that thing, right? Yes, so if there are little secrets other people shouldn't know, my identity, for example, keep it to yourself, okay? Alright, this should do it. There he goes. He's so silly.
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many.
There should now be wind currents across the whole city. Everyone, can you hear me? Loud and clear. All units, what's your status?
All good. We have enough manpower to provide support. Requesting assistance at the side gate. Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long-distance wind communication! How is that even possible?
He's the Animo Archon! It's all thanks to Lord Barbados. With this blessing, we will succeed in defending our city. Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this, no one can hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
You didn't have to broadcast that.
you? Oops.
Oh, you know, just a wandering bard calling for help. Thank goodness the traveler Paimon and Albedo found me. Got me out of a tough spot. Ah, right. Now that you're okay, we should check on the status of the other areas. Paimon. Thanks, friend. May the Animo Archon protect you. Okay. I've got things covered here. Oh. Sucrose. Oh wait, is this the chatting thing? Oh, Kaya. And then this was part of the trailer, right? Doesn't like Diluc just like step up or whatever. I don't like being in the middle like this, especially on a bridge. Oh, look who it is. There he is. Get back! That was a close one. I suppose thanks are in order, Master Diluc. I appreciate the help. No need. I didn't intervene to save you. It was for my own convenience. You were in my way. Oh, well, let me get out of your hair then. I suppose we could work together, but you would just melt my ice anyway. Suit yourself. Alright, tell me, when did you notice something was off? The first trial. Ah, because of the fake Hertha? No, because of you. Me? What did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough? No, you weren't nervous enough. Tell me then, Master Diluc, when do you think I actually got nervous? Or get nervous? I suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming. Okay, so he actually, like, testified against Albedo, thinking Albedo was guilty until the first trial when he noticed that Kaya wasn't nervous. And he was like, oh, never mind then. Well, they're brothers. Well, I mean, they're adopted brothers, but still, they're brothers. So they were raised like brothers. Best not to think about it. Well. Oh, okay. I like somewhat remember how to use Diluc. Retribution. No, don't kill Diluc. Spencer would never forgive me. Or Kaya, actually. Don't kill either of them or Spencer would kill me.
So sorry.
Freeze.
Oh, he died. My bad. Oh, I missed that. Ow! Okay, ignore that. Nothing happened. Oh.
Don't get frostbite.
Ow! Please don't kill Diluc, actually. I kind of need him. Kaya's like useless against you.
Retribution.
Sorry, Kaya. I couldn't let Diluc take that hit.
Will be frozen.
I love Diluc, but I hate using the Claymore weapon. Real Claymores are so slow. Like, besides, I wanted to build physical DPS Razor because I love Razor, but then I've had too many other teams I need to build, and Malika was the first Claymore I actually built besides my failed attempt to build Razor. And obviously, like, her fighting style is different, so it's not as annoying. But like, Claymores are so slow. And at the beginning, I liked bows because I liked like standing in a high spot and like sniping things. But obviously, like, that's not usually how you run around and do combat in Genshin. So I don't mind like Goro because like you just kind of go in with his skill and burst, and that's all you do. Like, it's not like you're using him as a DPS or whatever. But if you had time to make it out here, I'm guessing the other areas were secure.
What? We can't be here because we care?
Maybe this was just the closest spot to the city gate. Maintaining control over the main road means maintaining control over the battle as a whole. You made the right choice.
So what's the status over here?
All under control, don't worry. My trusty civilian volunteer and I have this area covered. I think you mean the man who held the title of cavalry captain before you. We don't have to bring that up. Well, keep up the good work. We'll go check on the status of the other locations. Good luck. Oh, and I wanted to thank you for what you said in court. If I'm not mistaken, you were on my side by the end. Believe me, he's had his suspicions since the first trial. I suppose it just didn't feel right to believe that someone who helped me in the past could be a cold-blooded killer.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Thank you for trusting me and for choosing to fight alongside us. As for you, Kaya, good work as always. We'll see you soon. Of course. Stay safe. Oh my god, that just I've just remembered that I still need to fix something on my my work in progress skirt team. Get close to the injured Knights of Favonius and use Barbara's elemental skill to heal them. Okay! Hey guys! I actually used Barbara on my, or used to use Barbara on my, what's it called? European account. No, it ran out! Hold on, guy. Hold on, guy. You gotta give me 6 seconds. I want to build Child, but I kind of don't. I hate that he's bow. Well, yeah, but his skill lets him switch between a sword and a bow. So you could just switch to his sword and then have him use his sword. Alright, you should be on the bend.
Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral for now.
You're not rushing back to the front line, are you? You're still injured.
Don't worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with the logistics from the back.
Well, maybe we can give you a hand. As you said, the situation outside is chaotic. Injured parties should not be left unattended. There are others here who need to get back to the front line, so I'll escort you all myself.
Of course. Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
Just doing my job. I'll leave the cathedral to you then, Barbara. You can count on me. I don't really know how all of this started, but I do know that Jean and the others have been preparing for this for a really long time, so I think everything will be alright. No, it has to be. Did I catch you at a bad time, Barbara? No, not at all. Did you need something? I just wanted to tell you that over the next few days, a lot of things are going to happen in Mondstadt. Attacks and fighting, so I need you to take care of yourself. Huh? How do you know? Albedo warned us in advance. It has something to do with Dragonspine, and he's our authority on that region, so we should take him at his word. Dragonspine, huh? So the city is going to be in danger? Yes, but the Knights of Favonius will do whatever we can to protect the people. But then, who will protect you? Don't worry, I'll look out for myself, I promise. Please let them be okay out there. Sister Barbara, could you lend me a hand? Ah, of course. Coming! I have tried out Child, I just don't know how to use him. Yeah, I've used him a little bit in his trial, in his quest, and I just used his sword technique. Amber! They're here. Prepare for battle. Is that Mika? Yeah. On guard, everyone. Incoming monsters at 11 o'clock. Looks like we've got 25 Hilichurls, 2 Blazing Axe Metatrolls? I don't remember. And a bunch of different slimes. Prepare elemental countermeasures. Roger that. They're all so cool. Look at them. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Am I supposed to be leaving? Oh, hey guys. Whee!
Go, Baron Bunny! Providing cover fire!
Oh boy. Now I see why people were complaining about this before. Okay, hold on, wait.
going, team.
Oh, you do healing? What? I was not expecting him to do healing, I'm not gonna lie. Can you die? Can you die? Thank you. Okay, where's the other one?
Providing cover fire.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, people, I remember people talking about this trial, about specifically like using Mika and Amber.
Engaging. Leave the wounded to me.
No one escapes my sights.
Providing cover fire.
I don't even really need to use his burst. I don't really need healing. I just need more damage. I have said the crossbow thing is unique though. You only really see that with the hilly trolls. Him actually being able to use a crossbow I feel like is unique for playable characters. Yeah, no, that's the weakest trial duo right there for sure. Ugh. At least they only had to fight like hilly trolls, but holy shit.
What? Still caught up in the imposter incident? I thought you knew about the plan.
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master Jean told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead.
What?
And then, what do you know? Someone who looks exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later. If Master Jean hadn't told me about your mission, I would have fallen for it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, that's quite a scary thought. I get chills just thinking about it. A monster replacing someone close to you and you're none the wiser? Don't worry, once this is over, these monsters won't be a threat to us again. Albedo, are you okay? The trial wasn't too hard on you, was it? I'm sorry I couldn't be there, I was so worried. Same here, I thought it was all real at one point. I was in complete shock. So you didn't know, Amber? Then it seems Eula did an excellent job at keeping the situation under wraps, and no need to worry, you two. I'm no worse for wear. That sounds like Eula, alright. She's an impenetrable wall, that one. You're not getting a secret out of her.
Yeah, for sure. She's someone you can really count on.
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
It was Kaya's suggestion. He said the plan would work best with someone well-known and reputable without being too high profile. Naturally, Miss Hertha was the perfect choice. We needed to leave a hole in our organization, so she came up with the idea that she would disappear. Ah, so that explains the rumor that someone had fallen during a mission. Of course, it didn't take long for that to get resolved. No, because the imposter fell right into our trap. It was part of the plan. First, we spread the rumor that Hertha was missing in action after some kind of incident. The news came from Kaya and Hertha's direct subordinates, which was important because we needed it to be credible. The imposter saw the gap in our ranks and couldn't help but take the bait. It didn't take long for the fake Hertha to appear on the night's patrol route, claiming to have survived her mission.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making.
Yes, and our enemy was more meticulous than we expected. Monsters have been searching for Hertha's body in order to protect the imposter's identity, which is a more advanced way of thinking than Subject 2. So we had to wait long enough to convince the fake Hertha that she had our trust. Furthermore, we needed to give her time to gather evidence against me and convince herself she had enough to strike.
But how did the Knight's internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
Don't worry, Barbados already tracked her down. She doesn't have his blessing, so she can't hear what we're talking about right now.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack.
So who's the informant?
Accusations in the first trial?
Is it one of the two from the trial that I was suspicious about? They said her. Honestly, this whole— wait, oh, you're Paimon. Never mind. It was to be expected. I couldn't just reveal the truth. It had to be the right moment, or it would have given the imposter even more fuel to use against me. She would have demanded to know how I knew about Dragonspine and the monsters in disguise, and if my true identity got out, the public's trust in me would be gone. It was a trap, you see. Argue back and expose my origins, or keep my mouth shut and be seen as a murderer. Credit where credit is due, it was well thought out.
Yeah, thank goodness we were able to back her into a corner.
Indeed, and I have you to thank for that, Traveler. You probably don't know it, but you've been a part of the plan since the beginning. Me, but I didn't even know there was a plan. And for that, you have my sincere apologies. I know I kept you in the dark, but I had a reason. This might not sound intuitive, but I did make it— hold on. But I did it to make the plan seem even stronger. From the beginning, I knew I had to leave the letters in my office for a fair and independent reader to discover. Someone willing to seek the truth. Naturally, I thought of you. I knew you would hold on. I knew you would return for Windbloom, and I knew you would agree to attend the trial. And I knew your sense of responsibility and justice as an honorary knight would compel you to start your own investigation. My foot's falling asleep. The fake Hertha, subject 2, has met you on Dragonspine before. If she thought even you had lost faith in me, her confidence would get the best of her. The perfect time for us to strike. Albedo's right. You were part of our plan from the start. I hope you don't take offense at our decision to keep that from you. And please, don't be too hard on Albedo. He was just doing his best to look out for Mondstadt. Enough people were involved in the plan as it was. We had no other choice. The honorary knight and Paimon will always be friends of Mondstadt. We will never forget that. I might need to take a break from talking after this quest because holy shit, this is like the most I've had to voice a quest yet. Cause like obviously like the Archon quests have been hit pretty hard with characters that weren't voiced, but since most of them were new, most of the time, most of the characters, or at least like the character that got the most focus in that Archon quest was voiced. And so this is the first time like since Natlan that like because obviously like the events were hit pretty hard, like the bigger events, but like I played those off stream, so I didn't have to read them out loud. I think I did once for fun, but like it wasn't like this, obviously. But this is probably like the Archon quest. What is happening? The Archon quest that got hit the hardest by like not having voices. My voice was hurting about halfway through. I'm so glad I have my coffee, man. I think I'm also used to it by now because I usually stream for like hours, and so I'm used to talking for a long period of time, like my 8-hour fucking Splatoon streams. But it's crazy. I'm really hoping that it's not this bad for 5.7 because it looks like we're supposed to have a Dainsliff quest with Skirk, and I'm really excited for it. And I don't want to have to read for Dainsliff, to be honest, because he's gonna say a bunch of Conrian terms I don't know how to pronounce. In that case, thank you for thinking of me. It was an honor to take part. It is us who should be thanking you, honorary knight.
Wait, was that you just now? Let's go to the side gate to check it out.
I step outside the courtroom and this is the first thing I see. I'm not sure how much more I can take. I'm not brave enough.
I think you should give yourself more credit. You were brave enough to sit through the trial despite the nature of the allegations. That takes strength.
Deacon Dahlia? I didn't see you there.
Apologies. Rosaria asked me to come. With Albedo running around protecting the city, she was worried you might be alone. At a time like this, 2 is much better than 1. So let me help.
Oh, thank you. I didn't think Miss Rosaria even remembered me.
Of course she does. She spent all that time monitoring Albedo. It's only natural that she remembers his most dedicated student.
Oh yeah, so after all this, I doubt Miss Albedo's identity will be a secret, huh? Not to the higher-ups, at least.
As far as I know, he shared that information with close members of his order long before these events.
Huh?
Perhaps I spoke too soon. You do scare easily.
Sorry. I guess I didn't expect Mr. Albedo to just reveal it like that.
I'm sure he felt the time was right. Besides, you know the truth. I know the truth. It doesn't change anything, right?
When Mr. Albedo told me in the library a few days ago, I was pretty shocked, but more than that, I was amazed.
Not afraid?
No, not afraid. I trust in knowledge and science, and I trust in Mr. Albedo as a person. Huh, I just noticed, Deacon. There aren't any wind currents around us.
We lucked out on that front. Otherwise, that conversation would have been for the whole city to hear.
Huh? That's how it works? That could have been so embarrassing. I miss Dainsleep. No. Yeah, same. But we get to see him in the next update, I think. It's either 5.7 or 5.8, but I'm pretty sure it's 5.7 because we have a animation leak.
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
Ah, well, it's good to move about. Oh wait. That's okay, so that's the same conversation as earlier. So I'm looking for people I haven't talked to yet. Oh no, that's the wait, hold on. That's the main objective. I want to do side objective stuff. Ugh. Oh, that's not a wall, it's just a building. My bad. The waypoint! They stole the waypoint! The monster stole the waypoint. Whatever shall we do? Who's over here? Noelle! Sorry, I love Noelle. Oh.
Steady as stone.
Burst forth.
Oh, is it better to use her? Oh.
Feel this ancient power.
I guess it's.
I must leave no stone unturned.
I guess it's better to use the traveler's
Time to clean up.
the traveler's tap instead of her hold for the off-field damage. I thought it was the opposite. My bad. My bad. Thanks for the help. That was over a lot faster than I expected. I'm sure you have places to be, so don't let me keep you. Rest assured, I'll keep the people around here safe. Be careful out there. I know victory will be ours. Can I check? I don't think I can. Can I? Oh, I can. Okay, wait, hold on. Talents. Call forth flames in a raging blaze, and use... When used, Traveler gains 52. Follows the current active character. Okay. Okay. So it's... Okay, so with a tap, it's just any nearby character it'll attack, and then hold its coordinated attacks. So I don't know, I feel like tap is probably better for what I use her for. But I'll actually test that when I have that full team built. Bennett!
Gotta say, when I saw you on the side of the road, I thought you were hurt. Not about to whack me in the head.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry about that. I was trying to run away, but I just couldn't keep going, so I pretended to be unconscious. Thought I could at least land a surprise hit on a monster that way.
I get it. That's a pretty common tactic. Oh, Traveler, Albedo, you're here.
Looks like this person could use some help. We'll search for a place to keep civilians out of danger. This area appears secure, so remain here in the meantime. We'll come back with an update.
Sounds like a plan.
So if we find somewhere safe for the civilians, we're supposed to come back and tell them. Okay. What's the objective over here? Hello? Diona! Ugh, these darn things are more annoying than disgusting booze hounds. Albedo, Traveler, if you run into anyone who needs a safe place to wait this out, feel free to send them to the Cat's Tail. That's crazy coincidence. That's crazy coincidence. I'll be here to watch over things. The tavern will be safe. Thank you, Diana. We'll be sure to do just that. Okay, well now I gotta go talk to Bennett again. Okay.
Try and stop me.
Whee!
Albedo, Traveler, got an update for us?
You can take her to the Cat's Tail. Diana is sheltering people there. Anyone who needs help is welcome.
Got it. I'll take her there right away.
Yippee! I thought there was a... Was there not another marking over here? Maybe it was 2 options. Maybe there were 2 safe places you could find. And we found one and it took the other option away. Is Mona here somewhere? I want to talk to Mona. Or maybe I missed out my chance on doing that because I spoke to Diona instead. Or Diona, or however. So doesn't Mona live over here somewhere? Well.
Rise with the sun.
Whoops, that was the wrong button.
You're doing a really good thing here, Diona. Thanks to you, so many people are out of danger.
Don't worry about it. We all call the city home. Giving people somewhere safe to stay is the least I could do. Dad, I think we've got another group coming. Can you cover things here while I go check it out? Of course, be careful out there.
I'll help you out.
I feel like I'm missing people. I mean, I probably could go talk to like Amber and like maybe. I don't know, I'm not seeing, I don't know where she is. I was thinking like, oh wait, where's the, like the people that we did trials for but didn't actually talk to ourselves, like Amber and Barbara and them.
Rev the engines.
I'm tempted to just check. Oh, there's Mona. Mona! Ah, perfect timing, Traveler. I was hoping you 3 could form a mobile unit to help respond to the various threats in the area. It's been a while, Traveler. I'm also here to help. Jean and I are going to remain here to monitor the situation. We'll leave the other locations to you. Don't worry, my scryglass doesn't show the slightest chance of failure. Victory will be ours. Hell yeah. Okay. I'll go talk to Barbara then, and then I'll go to the side gate, because I don't know where anyone else is, I think. Oh, actually, I think Barbara has moved. She is not here anymore. Never mind. To the side gate. Whee! Okay.
It's all my fault. I knew Clea was fast, but disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second. How am I going to explain this to Albedo?
Explain what?
Oh no.
Albedo, Traveler, Paimon. What brings you here?
We're providing mobile support across the region. Was there something you needed to explain? You can tell me anything. I hope you know that.
Yeah, plus we kinda already heard what you said.
Just tell us. There's something to be afraid of.
Clea, she disappeared right under my nose. I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can to find her.
I see. Please don't beat yourself up. Clea is...
Wait! Something's coming this way, and it doesn't look pretty!
Alright. Fighting first. Conversation later.
She was right next to me, and the next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second.
Yeah, I feel like the Traveler does more damage with her tap, to be honest.
Beg for mercy.
Oh, hi, Clea. I didn't notice her because she...
I see what you mean. She's not to be underestimated.
She's not speaking, so I just didn't notice her show up. We won! Yippee! Great work, Klee. I'll be counting on you to protect Eula next time, too.
Albedo, you can't be serious.
It's for her! Listen, it's for her. Not for you. It's for Klee. For Klee, listen, that's how you handle children. Shut up. Don't take it seriously. Let us speak to the child. No problem, just leave it to Klee. Are you going on patrol, Mr. Albedo? Klee heard you went camping for a few days, and these monsters followed you back home.
Camping. Ah, right. The truth isn't suitable for little ears.
That's right, so I need to report back to Master Jean to settle my expenses. If you have some time, I'm sure Eula would be grateful for you if you escorted her back to headquarters as well. Sibling core, literally.
Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
There she goes, now she gets it. It would be an honor. Klee will do her best. Whee! Oh, that doesn't go as high up as I wanted. Where am I going? Or is it actually down? Oh, it is down. Whoops. That should be it for now. Good work, everyone. How did we fare injury-wise? Good. Our preparations paid off. Injuries are few and far between. I have the full record here. Wonderful. I'll review it in a bit.
We're back.
Everyone all right?
Amber?
Yep, right as rain. We're back. Klee kept Miss Eula safe the whole way. Oh. That's amazing, Klee. Eula was lucky to have you. Looks like we're still missing a few. Reporting back, Master Jean. Mission complete. Good to have you back safe and sound, and great work, everyone. This operation could not have happened without you all. Your leadership is what made it possible, Master Jean. It's been a busy few days. You should take a well-deserved break. I will, but I believe you deserve one most of all. My work isn't finished, I'm afraid. I have a few loose ends to tie up. Loose ends. Ah, yes, of course. We can talk about it back at headquarters, Traveler. Paimon, you should be there too. Okay. Alright, everyone. Wait, hold on. Alright, everyone who has finished their work should head back to their quarters or to the church to get some rest. I can speak. I'm struggling to read. I've been doing this for 2 hours and now I'm struggling to read. Want to come with us, Klee? We can drink some tea and eat some freshly baked moon pies. Yes, yes! Good for Klee. Good for her. I want moon pies and tea for my throat. My poor throat. Hi, everyone. Venti, thank you for everything. I know there were difficult moments along the way. Oh, well, wait. Does this mean you saw me running for my life? Ah, no. Apologies. Just forget I said anything. Just kidding, but you're right. It was tough out there. I almost lost my hat to the wind several times. Oh my goodness. Any notable information on the wind? Of course, I was out on the city wall for quite some time. I heard all sorts of things. As for something notable, well, I picked up on anxious voices and a child's anger. Durin has been isolated for centuries, but absorbing subjects' two emotions allowed him to understand certain truths about this world and his existence, including the fact that he's no longer Mother's only child. Or her most perfect creation. It's obvious he found that fact difficult to accept. The emotions he felt in response were quite genuine and, dare I say, human. If I eliminate the perfect creation, I will be the only child Mother needs. This mindset arose out of Durin's instincts to compete and survive, and came to dominate all those around him. Of course, the absorption of Subject 2's knowledge allowed him to take a more intelligent approach, accusing me of murder. In the end, however, Durin still lacks sufficient social intelligence. The fact that his army even got this far is a miracle.
Oh, no wonder Venti sensed a child's anger through the wind.
That same feeling. It's close. Here to make your report?
Oh, nothing much to report, actually.
Is that so? During the battle, we were talking about your transfer to the 7th Company. You were in charge of patrols and post-battle reconnaissance this time. How did everything go? Okay, so she's the one that they were like, yeah, she can't hear anything on the winds. Don't worry. She can't report back because she was the one like giving out info or whatever.
Good. No problems.
I see. If you don't mind me asking, why did you come from that direction? And why are you alone? Did you think we were still meeting at the side gate? There was a change of plans. We sent the message over the wind in the last few minutes of the battle. There were a lot of changes during the operation, but I imagine you missed those as well, because you're under Duran's influence, and you must have been since your trip to Dragonspine over 6 months ago. And then she just runs away! Oh. Don't move. Let's continue this discussion back at headquarters. Don't be scared. I'll figure out a way to free you from his power soon. Yippee! And then everything in Mondstadt will go back to normal. Yippee! Achievement. Alright, the others are looking after Fiona. Is that how you say that? Please tell me you can help her. I can, as long as the rest of the operation goes well.
Wait, the operation isn't over. What do we do now?
What happens next is more of a personal project. I've consulted Benti about the possibility of calling a tripartite conference, okay? Yes, it's a relatively new tradition. Grandmaster Varka came up with the idea a few years ago. I still remember when he approached me about asking the lovely ladies for a small favor. The chumminess caught me off guard. If I hadn't known any different, I'd have thought he was talking about his older sisters or something.
Older sisters? Is Varka really young or something?
I wouldn't exactly call him young, but he's not old either. He's the type to crack a joke at every opportunity, so whatever age that is. Indeed, he's dad age. He's a dad joker. Oh, happily ever after. No more says Naya. Oh my goodness. Anyway, the conference is a gathering of 3 parties. The Animal Archon, the Joint Forces of the Knights, and the Church of Favonius. Lord Barbados was able to facilitate a meeting between Varka and the mages. Varka has quite a way with words, so he was able to gain their favor and convince them to agree to a very important request. Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to our nation. Yes, and now I have a request of my own, so I need the conference to convene once again. Benti, if you would. Of course. Traveler, pass me the device.
Huh? You're gonna use that thing to call them?
Just watch and learn. Okay, I think this should do it. This is crazy. I hope they're voiced. I don't want to speak for them if they're going to use complicated terms.
What's that ringing? Is it the wind or something?
Hold on, that's not the right voice.
Wait. Barbados?
Varka? Grandmaster? Oh, that's from the trailer. Oops, I put in the wrong number. Sorry, Varka, you're probably busy right now.
But considering I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to turn me into mincemeat, yeah, I'd say so.
Yes, well, have fun with that. We can talk some other time.
All right, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in...
Oh my god.
He was just about to tell us where to find his secret stash!
Of alcohol? Listen, unless you wanted to steal his money, unless it was money he was talking about, but don't tell me he hid it beneath the great tree of Windrise. That seems like a bit much.
Hello? Who is
Oh good, their voice. Greetings, Miss Alice. It's Venti.
Venti? Nope, it doesn't ring a bell.
You're really gonna tease me like this. Fine, it's Barbados.
Apologies, just a bit of fun. What can I do for you, dear Barbados?
You still remember the conference, right? I'm calling on behalf of a friend. He's asking for a meeting.
Oh? And which brave soul is it this time?
It's me, Aunt Alice. Albedo, captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team, requests a formal meeting with Yeah.
And what is your wish, dear Albedo?
I want to accomplish something unprecedented.
How unprecedented. Something even your mother Rhine-daughter never accomplished?
In terms of technique, no. But in terms of location and materials, yes.
Okay, that makes no sense.
You've piqued my interest. I'll be right there.
There's no way we actually get to see her in person, right? Be right where? Here? As in this office?
Hello again, everyone.
Wait. I doubt this is her actual form, but it's so silly. Hello, Aunt Alice. I see you've turned yourself into a giant Dodoko.
Darling, isn't it? It even has its own hat.
Oh, that's so
Wow.
that's so cute.
The attention to detail.
Pleasure to see you all again. It's been a while. On behalf of the Hexen Circle, I hereby grant Albedo's request. I'm guessing you still need to prepare? Take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready.
Aw, that's nice of you.
I suppose it's just my nature, darling.
Thank you, Aunt Alice. Before we set out, there's something you need to meet. Or someone you need to meet. Sorry. My goodness. Head to my office. He's waiting for you there. Is it the spoiler that I know about? Is it? I know it's gonna be revealed at some point, obviously, but like, is this when it gets revealed?
Hey, have you ever wondered why Albedo always keeps his office closed?
Oh my god, Paimon.
Paimon bets there's a secret snack stash hidden around here somewhere.
Durin! Oh right, it's Mini Durin. Yes. Hey, not so loud!
Mini Durin? What are you doing here?
Well, actually, I've kind of been helping you guys in secret this whole time. I tried tapping Paimon on the shoulder during the battle, but you floated away too fast. You were there? Yeah, I've been in Mondstadt for a few days now, but I've kept myself out of sight. I thought people might be scared of me.
Oh, don't worry. We aren't scared of you.
Thanks.
So, what brings you here? Oh, is it Windbloom? There are a ton of fun games this time of year.
Paimon, we've been talking about it like the entire quest. Are you dumb? I did sneak off to the festival for a bit, even though I couldn't play the games because of all the people. I still had a lot of fun. But that's not why I'm here. Albedo and I made a promise to accomplish something great together.
What do you mean?
I'm going to replace the Durin on Dragonspine. I'm going to be the one who was revived and brought into this world.
Wait, didn't that already happen? You left the storybook world, and now you're here.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he replaced him. There's just two of them now. Sorry, I should be more specific. Albedo said he can use alchemy to turn me into a human.
What?
Human transmutation. So you're Albedo's intended subject. Yeah, he's been working on it for a long time.
And that's what you want, Mini Durin? To become human?
I don't know if want is the right word. I don't even know if there's a right answer in a situation like this. But I do know this. I have just as much of a right to this name. I don't want to lose to the other Durin. Becoming human isn't as simple as just changing form. I know. Albedo talked to me about that. He said the Durin on Dragonspine is a lot more aggressive and primitive. Almost like a beast. But Mom created me in a storybook. The pure parts of me can balance out the evil parts of him. If I'm honest, I don't know what that will look like. But I can still be me once I become one with that part of him. Or, oh wait, I read that wrong. If I can still be me once I become part of him, is what I meant. Okay, maybe without a complete soul, there was never really a me to begin with. Albedo said these kinds of questions are normal. We're all just trying to figure out who we are. But I'm not afraid of change. I want my life to have meaning, and suppressing an evil dragon, becoming human, both sound pretty meaningful to me. So don't worry, no one is forcing me to make this choice.
Well, turning you into a human sounds like a huge project. No wonder Albedo wants to get the mage's approval.
Yeah, I'm really grateful to him. We're kind of in the same boat, you know? Albedo told me he's a synthetic human. If this works, I'll be one too. We will be the only two of our kind in the whole world. Alchemic creations allowed to live in human form. If all living things are grouped together by species, there's only one other person like me in this world. I guess that makes us family.
Definitely. You've just gotta trust one another.
I mean, if he's a creation of one of the, like, 3 mages or whatever, doesn't that already make them siblings or, like, cousins or whatever? Like how Albedo calls Alice on Alice, and then like I think Klee is, because Klee's Alice's daughter, right? So like they act like siblings, but they're kind of more like cousins, you know?
Actually, while we're on the subject, does your friend Hawkeye know about this?
Yeah, I told him I was coming here to fulfill this duty. He didn't try to stop me, just told me to get a move on then. He didn't say it outright, but I think he supports my decision. Maybe he even thinks it's a good idea to go through with this. I'm a little scared, of course, but excited too. Anyway, I'm really glad I got to talk to you all at a time like this. Or talk to you at a time like this. I feel a lot better now, so thanks. Okay. Where are we going? Oh, is it in the library? Oh. I miss Wanderer. Hopefully we'll get an event or something where we can like see Durin in human form and Wanderer interact, because I'm really excited to see that. Your party configuration cannot be changed during this trial. Please choose a suitable party in advance. Okay.
Instead of confining...
Where are we dancing today?
Okay. Back to the basics, everyone. Let's go. I hope Durin can synergize in some way with Wanderer if he becomes playable. That'd be really cool. I was just thinking about how much I want Durin to be playable. Like, so bad. Because he has, like, a playable, like, model. Right? Oh, well, that's spoilers. But I've seen it already. But, welcome, one and all. Please sit wherever you like. Okay. Sorry, she said that already, but I was jumping over her. So, no unspoken rules to be aware of? I don't want to unwittingly park myself down on some important lady's chair.
I highly doubt anyone's going to mind where you sit, Lord Barbados. But thank you for being so considerate. Jean didn't fancy tagging along?
A lot happened in the city today. If she left, there really would be no one around to lead the Knights of Favonius.
All right, never mind. I was just hoping to treat her to some tea. Oh, so, tell me, Albedo, what is
I didn't
this
have anyone for ice,
outrageous
so I
and
just kept
audacious
minor
plan
Villette
of yours
team.
that I've been
Yeah, I
hearing
just happened to
murmurings
have
about?
Charlotte built. Like, I just happen to have a team that has Hydro and Cryo, because I have even though she doesn't really work with, like, she's not like meant to be for Hyper Bloom, I have Nilou for Hyper Bloom, and then Charlotte's like my only like good healer that I have built. So I'll get right to the point. I intend to kill the evil Durin and Dragonspine.
Oh?
I'd also like to request some alchemical regents from the mages.
Which ones? I'm all ears.
First would be the flesh of that immortal monster from the mare Javari.
Interesting. What else?
The other is a portion of the embryo left by my mother.
The raw material from which she created her monsters in the past. There's not much of it left. Dragon blood, monster flesh, and embryo. Sounds to me like a formula for creating life.
Correct. Durin's heart has continued to beat ever since the day he died. That means it's just a matter of time before he eventually returns. It could be centuries away or millennia, but the day will come. I've spent years investigating in Dragonspine, so I'm well aware of the danger he poses. He has already posed a considerable threat to Mondstadt at less than half of his original strength, so there's no telling how dire the consequences could be if he ever regained his full life force. Hence, if we want to be free of the dangers posed by his blood and limitless vitality, we must find a way to eliminate Durin entirely. Unfortunately... Hello? Are you doing the quest?
No, I forgot. I
Oh.
just started fishing.
Fishing?
Yeah.
In what? In Genshin?
Yeah.
Oh.
I need the pipe.
Do you want minor spoilers?
Where art thou?
Where am I? Is that what you said?
Perchance? What are you doing?
I'm still doing the quest.
I do want minor spoilers. I want major spoilers.
Well, Nervalette wasn't stabbed.
What the freak? Unacceptable.
The trial was because people thought... Oh, wait, no. Well, okay, so people thought that Albedo was burying bodies and, like, killing Mondstadt citizens.
What?
But he was burying, doppelgangers. Yeah. Durin, like, has, like, an army of doppelgangers that infiltrated Mondstadt, and then they basically made a court case against him to try to accuse him of murder to get him killed. But then he, like, knew they were gonna do that and then used the trial to set them up and, like...
What are you doing?
But yeah, so the battle at Mondstadt was just to get rid of all of Durin's monsters, basically. Yeah. You guys okay over there?
No.
You brought him in here and then laid him on your chest when you lay down on my bed.
Kill me.
He's like, you gotta stop picking me up or I'm just gonna... Oh. Are you not gonna let him leave? Can I keep going?
Dude, is your stream?
Yeah. Am I allowed to keep going?
I don't care.
Okay.
Why are you asking permission?
Well, I'm reading spoilers because I'm reading for people who aren't voiced. Like no one's voiced in this quest, by the way. I mean, I know you don't play in English, but
like literally.
I mean, Razor's voiced, Dahlia's voiced, Oz is voiced,
Who's Dolly's voice actor?
Yulia's voiced. Oh, I don't know who Dahlia's voice actor is.
What the freak is Yulia?
Or not Yulia. What I'm trying to say, Eula.
Oh, I don't know why that.
But yeah, like almost everyone isn't voiced except for like NPCs. Venti's voice actor said that they would go back through and like voice Venti later in the either later in the patch or like next update. So Venti will be voiced in the future, but like pretty much no one is voiced.
Is Venti in this?
Yeah.
Is this are you doing the Archon?
The Archon quest.
Okay, continue.
Okay.
Oh, my bad.
Also, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I was yapping to my sibling because my sibling just came in here. You leaving? Okay. Unfortunately, Durin is a special entity. Even after death, he could reawaken at any moment. So the solution is to kill him and then resurrect him in a different form. Upon resurrection, he will no longer be the creature he once was. In fact, he will no longer be a monster at all, because I intend to transform him into a human-like being. During the summer, Klee and I visited a fairy tale world called Simulanka. It was created by mages, or by the mages. I don't want to like try and say this, but I'm sure you know of it.
Of course. It was even the home of one of M's children the other day. Oh, I see.
It was during that journey that I learned with certainty that Durin would return to life one day. That experience inspired me. I met the pure soul M had created and knew if I wanted to change Durin's fate, he would be the key. To that end, I devised an alchemical model for the transmutation. The soul will come from the fairy tale dragon of Simulanka, the blood from the original dragon's heart, and the monster remnants from the marriage of our and the embryo mother left behind will form the flesh. The corrosive nature of the dragon venom and the heightened vitality of the monster remnants will offset each other, keeping the constructed body in perfect balance. A powerful side effect can be triggered when festering forces and life energy collide. In an alchemical setting, the results are sure to be nothing short of astounding.
The glint in your eye when you talk about these ideas. You really are your mother's child.
Do you see that as a bad thing, Aunt Alice?
Of course not. To me, you're both extraordinary individuals. I find you fascinating. In any case, Now I see why you asked Venti for help. The raw materials you seek are extremely valuable. The misuse of even the tiniest amount could cause unimaginable chaos. That said, we're happy to give you what you need. But there is one condition. You need to prove you can wield
Oh,
them.
wait, is this the
And
new
so,
weekly boss?
you
I
must
wasn't paying attention to the
pass that
chessboard.
trial.
I didn't realize it was out already. I thought we were getting it until 5.7. Oh my god. I understand. I figured something like this might happen. That's why I asked the traveler to come along. Wait, I'm joining you in this thing? I can think of no better partner for such an endeavor.
So you know our tricks, huh?
Aunt Alice has always loved a spectacle. Any chance to witness friends come together to support one another.
Well, success means little if you have no one to set. Although,
Oh,
I'm
I did not
afraid
mean to
dear
skip it. I did not
Paimon
realize
will
my
have to
space
sit
bar would
this
do
one
that.
out. The Hexen Circle trials are no walk in the park, my dear. Besides, I already decided on the structure. There's only room for 2 participants, I'm afraid. No more, no less. You understand, don't you, Paimon? Oh, don't be too angry with your dear aunt.
Okay. You can turn off the charm. Paimon will stay behind.
Thank you for being so understanding. Then, whenever you two are ready, interact with the chessboard on the table. It will guide you through the trial.
Then let me make a formal request. Will you go through this trial with me? Of course, let's do this. Are you ready, traveler? Just about.
Then, my dear children, get ready for a taste of the Dodo King's magic.
Oh. Look at Tiny Traveler. It's certainly in keeping with, yes, sure. We've been, oh my god, look at her. We've been shrunken down to chess piece size.
Whoa, you're so tiny now. Take extra care of yourselves, okay?
Where is Paimon? What is it? Nothing, it's just Paimon's voice is even louder than usual now I'm this size. She's always so energetic and lively, nothing can dampen her spirits. Don't worry, you'll be back with her again in no time.
You sound pretty confident, Albedo.
Aunt Alice, I didn't realize you'd be personally conducting the trial.
Well, since your mother has to recuse herself, who better than I to put your abilities to the test? I have prepared quite a riveting new performance just for you two. See? Defeat them in battle. Prove to me that you have what it takes to achieve your goal.
I think I saw leaks of how this fight is supposed to work, and I don't remember anything. I know it has something to do with the freeze. Like, I know the freeze thing is important. I just don't know. I don't remember why. It's so silly, yeah. Okay, wait. So... Actually, wait, no, that's the wrong switch. Whee! Ow! Ooh. Okay.
One surge time is far too slow. Ramming speed.
Witness my great undertaking.
Sir, I need you to stop. Ah! Wait, do I need to destroy these things? Maybe? I can't tell if it's actually doing anything. Oh, hello. Oh! Oh, I see the vision. Come over here. Come over here. Whee! Ah! Okay, I got it. I got it. It just took me a second, but I got it.
Don't blink.
Burst forth. Moment of birth.
I'm flying. You can't get me up here.
Moment of birth.
Am I supposed to do something with this? Or I guess it has a shield. Am I supposed to... Ugh. Okay, wait. I can't latch on to that piece. Nope, come back! Okay.
Speed of light. With sword comes shadow.
Cool. Oh, right, the double. Okay. Oh! Don't do that.
Coming through. All eyes on me.
Ow. Where's... Ow. Damn it. Ka-ching, I did not mean to... Got an achievement for that. Where's the other piece? Oh, there you were.
Speed of light. Hey.
Okay. There's no way there's not a phase 2, right? Like, all of the weekly bosses have a phase 2.
Ugh, it had to be this form? A toy really doesn't suit me.
Oh? This one doesn't seem like Alice.
Well done. But this isn't over.
Is it M?
I will now preside over the second trial. Stare straight ahead, and you will see things as they appear. But change your perspective, and you will see them as they are.
You okay? Having to voice in the fucking cutscenes is crazy. Cause I swear I'm gonna miss the subtitles. Oh, they're back. Oh, hello. I think I have to do this weekly boss. Is it Scarface or is it Skirks? I can't remember. It's one of the two. One of them needs this weekly boss, so I'm gonna have to start doing it at some point.
Only by turning the world on its head can we see its true colors. So it begs the question, what do you see on the other side of this chessboard? Pawns earned true freedom, non-figured legs with which to run. Remember the steps this time? So, in the spirit of granddaughter, I prepared a little surprise for you. No need to thank me, of course. Just a small gesture of kindness from me, Barbalot Trismegistus, to you.
To slay our foes with what almighty
ceremony. You're always so
wait.
charming and delightful. Unlike my own student, she can be so full of herself.
I was definitely supposed to do something there with the cryo. There's no way. There's no way. Hey guys. Could you... Oh! Can I can. Oh, wait! That took too long. My bad. Come on. Kirara, I need you to... Okay. Oh, you're not hitting anything, Nilu! I can't trigger Frozen! She'll die! She'll die. I promise she will die. Oh, wait. Actually, wait. Wait, hold on. Wait. Fuck, I can't do Hydra right now. No! No, wait! Frick! No! Oh, no. Okay, I might have to redo this one. I'm not paying attention enough.
Just don't get stuck in the barrel.
Burst forth.
Cut to the chase.
Actually, between the two of them, they might be able to just hold out. I've done it before. Yeah, see, he has Hydro, so I need Cryo against him. Wait, Charlotte, I forgot you're alive! Charlotte, I forgot you're alive!
Our performance has yet to conclude.
Oh, yeah, fuck. Okay, I forgot you have to, like, kill them at the same time. Ah!
I dance for you, my dear.
Okay, wait. Ugh. Why'd the music stop? Bring the music back, please. Okay, wait. So you have more health. I need to work on you. No, 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 no. Come back. Come back. Okay, I got it. Scapiers, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Because I don't know if we... No, we should... I'm pretty sure we know most of Skirks. I just don't remember if... I don't remember her weekly boss. We did it!
Oh, they've grown up so fast. I'm so proud.
Really? Well then, I'll leave you to debrief the others about today's events.
Huh? You're leaving already?
You did marvelously today. I'm thrilled for both of you. And should you feel the need to gloat profusely to that student of mine so she knows to up her game, be my guest.
Oh, Mona's... It's Mona's mentor, right? So yeah, wouldn't that be M? I don't remember.
Lovely tea party. But that'll do me for now. Until next time, my dear.
I'm gonna be honest, all the lore surrounding them is really hard for me to follow.
You're just going to up and leave?
I just know, like,
Bobby.
Alice is Klee's mom, and obviously that, like, he also was created by one of them, but...
You'll have to forgive Barbara, love. She's always on the move, and she never says where she's going either. I think she enjoys the mystique. But if I had to guess, she's probably going for a walk. She's a very health-conscious individual. Barbie was satisfied with your victory, and so am I. Congratulations to you both. You can come back now. Oh, whoops. I need to turn you back to normal first, don't I?
Yeah, don't make me tinier. Paimon will be the bigger of the two of us, and I don't think I can handle that.
You're finally back! Great job! You made it all look so easy!
Nice to have you back safe and sound. Now time to relax and switch off. You've earned it.
Thank you. Felt pretty good to beat the trial. Once you've rested up, let me know when you're free and we'll head to Dragonspine.
To deal with the Dragon of Dragonspine, right?
Indeed, the sooner we deal with Durin, the better. Okay, before we go anywhere, I want to use the bathroom real quick. So I will be... Hold on. I will be right back, chat. Where's the BRB thing? Okay, chat, I'm back. Oh, hold on. I posted the question of the day in the troll and like it's being flooded with answers right now, and now I feel like I have to respond to everything. Okay. I'm literally 30 achievements away from 1,000 achievements on here. I get achievements faster when I work on exploration, so I got a bunch while I was farming for Escoffier. So I'll probably do it again in phase 2 for Kokomi, because I don't know if I really want to be doing I don't know if I really want to be doing exploration right now. Two away from 500 achievements, nice. Yeah, I might one day like actually go through and like get all of these, like hunt them like I do in Minecraft sometimes. But most of the ones that I've been getting are like all the, you see like all the exploration ones. We ignore the chasm for right now because I haven't done leeway yet. But like, is this why my, wait, is this why my Fontaine? I'm sorry, is this why my Fontaine exploration isn't finished? Hold on a minute. I didn't notice that I hadn't finished all the Fontaine exploration achievements. Because I've like 100%ed like all the regions in Fontaine, all the regions in, all the regions in Fontaine, Natlan, and Inazuma, and I only have 2 regions left in Sumeru. And even though like it says that I have 100% in all the regions in Fontaine, my overall like Fontaine exploration is at like 90 something. I don't see any wait, I found them. There's 4 unmarked Sealies. Okay, I might go do that later so I can finish this. Because that'll probably fix my exploration. It'll probably put Fontaine at 100%. Anyway. Wait, have I not? Wait, have I not 100% of the Sea of Bygone Eras? Wait, I thought I did. Hold on. Did I not? Oh. Wait, did I do the Inazuma one? Actually, I don't think I did. Wait, no, I remember now, because I said I was gonna do overworld stuff first. Wait, then why did I... Okay. Because when I first started doing this, like, exploration thing, I was gonna do... Let me just show you. I was gonna, like, do, like, overworld exploration, right? So I did, like, 100% of all of the regions in Inazuma, except for the under the sub-region. And then I did 100% of all the regions in Fontaine, except for the sub-region. And I'm working, and then I did Natlan, because I was doing each region of Natlan as it came out, so I 100%ed all of the regions in Natlan, including the sub-region this time, because of the, I guess it was because of the event, to be fair, because there's an event that gives you extra primos for doing like 80% exploration between this area and the sub-region total. And then I've been slowly working on Sumeru. I only have these 2 regions up here I need to finish. But that makes more sense now. I thought I had done, for some reason I thought I had done the sub-regions. But I remember now I said I wanted to do the overworld first, so my overworld looked completed, and then go back and do the sub-regions, because they don't matter as much. How do you get there? The Sea of Bygone Eras is right here. It's a world quest on this island in Fontaine. Right here. It's a pretty long one, but it's a good one. It's one of Evie's favorites, I think. If I remember correctly. I think Bren liked it because it's music-based. Actually, did Bren do it? I know Evie had to do it for Arlecchino, because I think Arlecchino's boss is locked behind that quest. But she really liked the quest overall. So. Oh, Nilu's still dead. Wait. Actually, I was gonna switch back, but let me use my comfort team for a bit. I don't use them anymore, so I'll run around with them for a bit. Like, I've been using them in, damn, there's so much. Ignore all the stuff I haven't done in here. Like, I did all the stuff I needed for the tree, the frost-bearing tree, and that's it. I mean, well, not really, because I have 89% exploration, but I haven't marked it off on the interactive map, so that's gonna be annoying to go through and do. Where am I going?
Yep, this place is as freezing as ever. Paimon's hands are turning to ice.
Want to climb into my hood?
Is it warm in there?
It should take the edge off, and it might improve your mood. Oh, I didn't get to finish reading that. Something about recommending something. I might do exploration streams at some point. I know a lot of gacha streamers, or not, what am I saying? Genshin streamers who do that. But I have other games that I'm focused on for streaming, so. We've arrived. Sorry, Paimon, I have to get to work now.
Still beating away after all this time.
Leave it to me. You two, stay on guard. I want to do an exploration stream? You should. You may.
Who is Durin to you? Do you think of him as one of your kind? And is he a dragon, person, animal, or monster?
From an alchemic perspective, we're both artificial creations, but biologically speaking, we have no relation whatsoever. So to say we are kin would be categorically incorrect.
Sounds like you prefer humans to dragons then.
It's not so much a matter of preference, rather, as things stand, I would say I belong to the class of human, albeit a unique category thereof, but then again, most forms of life in this world possess some unique traits. I am perhaps the most unique among humans, in that I'm the only one of my kind, but soon there will be another just like me, assuming this alchemic project proves successful. I can speak. I believe Mini Durin already told you of this intent to replace the Durin of Dragonspine. After my conversation with him, he also expressed a strong interest in becoming human. It's a fascinating prospect, not to mention an extremely challenging one, but I understand why he came to that decision. Do you see this as an act of creation? Well, understood in the broadest sense, this project deals with both the past and future, and stands to profoundly impact many lives. That primarily is what makes it worthwhile. Helping Mini Durin become who he wants to be is a secondary consideration, though still a meaningful one. By contrast, my personal motivations are nothing so grand and meaningful. I am just pursuing something I believe in. In my view, to cultivate life which the world cannot generate and endogenously is to cultivate the world itself. Whatever aids life in attaining a greater level of perfection improves the world by doing so. It's not a question of whether this ought to be done or not, merely whether I wish to. The alchemical enterprise is concerned with deciphering and comprehending all forms of knowledge. That is the path I walk. Of course, that's not to say that this is just a science experiment to me. Anything that affects Mondstadt, I approach first and foremost as a member of the Knights of Favonius. Does that answer your question satisfactorily? Well enough. Thank you. Finished. Man.
Looks like a golden energy has encased the dragon's heart.
The whole heart would be too big. I don't need that much. Instead, I've just removed the core. The rest will soon lose its vitality completely. This time, Durin's body should finally die for good.
Wait, but in that case, what's gonna happen to the fake Hertha? And what about the people who fell under Durin's influence?
The Knights will keep an eye on them, but as far as I'm concerned, eliminating Durin's influence as on the citizenry and creating a new Durin through alchemy are one and the same thing. Armed with this heart, I'll be able to complete the alchemical array and deal with all those issues in one go. Okay. You're still here. As you experience that crazy attack. Let's call it a day here. Thank you for accompanying me.
Pleasure. We sure learned a lot.
Mondstadt's a lively place during the Windbloom Festival. You should take a look around and pick out some nice souvenirs for yourself.
Oh yeah, the festival! Wonder who the Windbloom star is gonna be this time. Well, we've been too busy dealing with this situation the entire time. Who else would be free to work during the Windbloom Festival?
Noelle? I'm sure we'll find out on the day of. I feel like Amber or Noelle, they could, maybe they could say like Albedo for the sake of like, hey, you like saved Mondstadt or whatever. But I don't really know what the qualifications are, because I've never participated in a Windbloom festival before. It's still crazy to me that my model actually works for Genshin now, because it didn't used to. Which means that it'll definitely work for Honkai. Wait, did I? No, I already streamed Honkai since then, didn't I? Wait, no, I streamed, what am I talking about? I streamed Minecraft. So yeah, it should work for Honkai for 3.3.
The Windbloom Festival is about to begin. Let's go check it out.
We're on our way very slowly because I'm not using my movement team right now. Actually, you know, I probably should change. This doesn't really matter. But for the area that I'm in, I'm probably gonna need them. And also, while I'm thinking about it, let me fix something.
For justice.
Okay, now I'm ready. I've been thinking about that for like 2 days. Okay, I am switching to my movement team, actually, I've decided. Will, thank you for the raid. How are you guys doing? How was your stream? This one. Forgot you had a Escoffier? Yeah, I finally got her. Took like 3 or 4 days of grinding, but I got her. I used like, how many pulls did I have beforehand? I think like 40 something, but through pulling I got enough funds for another 10 pull. And then, let me think. And then I had to grind for like 2 more 10 pulls. And I got her on that last 10 pull that would have put me at 70 pity. Actually, what's my pity at, now that I think about it? Because this will be my start for, 8. I'm at 8 pity. It's my start for Skirk. I'm half tempted to do those 2 single pulls to put me at 10 pity, but I'm so scared of getting another Escoffier. Do I do it? I have the pulls to put it at 10 pity. I'm just scared it's gonna give me a Escoffier. I already have Navia and her constellations aren't good, so I don't want to pull on Navia's banner. Do I do it? Who's in phase 2? I don't remember. Who's in phase 2? Genshin 5.6 banners. Raiden and Kanich. I could do them on Raiden's banner. So that way if I accidentally win the 50-50, then I get Raiden. I probably wouldn't use her, but I want all the Archons at some point. Cause yeah, I want to even out my pity, so I have like I have 10 pity instead of 8 pity. Though I could always just wait and do that when I pull on Skirk. But if I do it on someone else's banner besides Skirk, I probably would do it on a character I don't have yet. Just in case I get the 5-star and I win the 50-50. So I probably would do I probably would do Raiden or Kanich, but I feel like I would, nothing against Kanich and his kit, but I probably would want Raiden more. But we'll see, because I might want all the pulls I can get for Kokomi. So I might do Chronicled first before I even out my pity. Yeah. That's why I said I would wait till after Chronicled. But like the banner, so like the event banner's pity isn't gonna affect Chronicled like at all. So my pity on my on the Chronicled banner comes from the last time that I pulled on the Chronicled banner, which was the Leeway Chronicled when I was trying to get what's the sword called? The one I have on Kaching. I was trying to get that weapon for Kaching. So my banner for the Inazuma one, all my pity comes from that, which I think is at 0. I think I have 0 pity on Chronicled, but I don't know if I can check right now. As you all know, during this year's Windbloom Festival, the people of Mondstadt have banded together to defeat several waves of monsters that tried to invade our city. Accordingly, we would like to award the title of Windbloom Star to someone who made an outstanding contribution to the defense operation. Yeah, it's gonna be Albedo. This is someone who may not look like a strong warrior, but whose keen insights played a vital role in gaining control over the conflict. His words and song— oh, it's Venti? Have a way of lifting people's spirits, and they were a great support to us all. Let us give a round of applause to this year's Windbloom Star, Venti the Bard. Yippee! Yeah, the guarantee resets, and I don't have a guarantee, but like the pity stays. So like it kind of works like a weapon banner, you know, with like the fate point. It's like if you were pulling on a weapon banner and then the fate point resets. So like you don't have a guarantee if you lost a 50-50 on the Chronicled, but any pity that you have carries over. If that makes sense. Yeah. I didn't have a guarantee. I lost a 50-50 and then got the weapon that I wanted, so I used my guarantee. But no way, you're really gonna pick me? Why not? You're the perfect person for the job. Alright, does that mean I get unlimited free drinks at the tavern? I am sure they'll be more than happy to support this year's Windbloom Star. If you'd like, we can even take a drink. Or you can even take a drink while you give your acceptance speech to the crowd. In that case, let me swap out that speech for a song. Everyone, the best bard in the land is about to begin his performance, so don't go away, gather around and lend me your ears. I'm not singing for him. Oh, but it's a cutscene that we're not gonna be able to hear anything for unless he sings in a different language. Which I doubt he will. Why is he so serious? I hereby exercise the prayer of formation. He's so cat-coded. Holy shit. Look at him go. I can't read that. Refining fire, fortifying wind. Hi, Razor. Oh, look at them. They're so pretty. Traverse the 18th, Worldly, and 20th passage. Emergent soul, enter the mortal realm. Elevate festering flesh into sacred blood and bone. O sages, witness my grand endeavor. How was it? Not bad, right? Was it planned that Venti would be the star so that way it could cover up the ritual? Oh, look at him! Look at this. Durin! I hope he's playable. I hope he becomes playable.
Albedo, how did everything go?
I feel like actually, didn't we have leaks about that like a while ago? Or was it just for that animation? Very smoothly, I'd say. We achieved our goal.
Really? So Mini Durin looks like a human now?
Correct. However, his newly formed body is still stabilizing. We should give him some time. Incredible work, Albedo. I graciously accept the compliment. It really is rather remarkable what we've accomplished.
So, how do you feel right now?
Quite good. I did what I set out to do and achieved a personal goal. I think even she would have made a rare facial expression had she seen it.
She?
His mom. My master and mother. A long time ago, she sent me to Mondstadt with the instruction to complete a task of monumental importance, to find the truth of the world. I had a theory about what she meant, and in time I was able to incorporate it. Sure enough, finding the truth of the world basically stood for getting a life. Go get a life. Get out of here. Oh. Sorry, hat guy, but I'm taking Durin real. That might be easy for most people, but for someone like me, it meant doing a lot of learning about a lot of things. Okay. I had to find out about myself and the world around me, get to know me, and get to know other people. Life is the space that exists between me and the world, to become truly human, and I had to inhabit that space. So, for an artificial human, finding a life is, in some sense, equivalent to finding the truth of the world.
So that's what she meant, huh? Well, no wonder those monsters wanted to infiltrate the city and replace you. They wanted your life for themselves!
Being alive is just existing, but having a life is what makes you truly human. I think that's the message she wanted to get across to me. Still, I found this whole series of events has given me new inspiration. Becoming human is only the beginning. What follows is the choices a human has to make in life, as well as the kinds of family bonds they will form. Most people will probably see the events of the last few days as something out of a nightmare, but for me, it's just part of my family life. I fear that the carefree existence my brother has enjoyed this far will now come to an end. Just like me, he will have to step into the world and face the same constraints as everyone else.
You've got an unusual family, that's for sure.
Well, I suppose we get it from our mother. She's highly unusual. There are all kinds of families in the world. Some base their life around the family store, others around the farm. In my family, I suppose we tend to the flower beds, and now I'm a gardener too. As long as you feel like you've gained something from the experience. Master never showed her face, but if they know what I've done, that means she knows as well and gave her approval. Since Devour... Oh my goodness. It would seem she has finally found okay. If so, then I am truly happy for her. She didn't always have a penchant for madness, you know.
Devouring Nefarious? What's Nefarious?
It's the name of the ruler of life.
What?
Aunt Alice told me about it not too long ago, but it came as no surprise. I knew Master would do it sooner or later. As for the ruler of life, all I know is this. Nefarious is not gone. Instead, because of Master's actions, she and Nefarious are now one. In any case, thank you so much for your help during this ordeal and for choosing to stand by my side through it all.
Of course.
That was such a crazy lore drop. That was just so casual. I almost took the words right out of my mouth. Hearing you say that means more than I can say. I'll make sure to pass along the sentiment when I report back to Master Jean.
Oh, so you're heading back to headquarters? Well, good luck with the report.
Thank you. I'll get going.
Wow, this Windbloom Festival turned out to be a special one. It feels like we really made a difference. Oh, Paimon almost forgot. If the Windbloom star has already been chosen, what is this year's Windbloom gonna be?
Want to take a guess?
Venti, you're back.
Well, I couldn't keep my two dear friends in the dark about this year's Windbloom, now could I? What do you think of the Cecilia? It's quite fitting, I like it. The true feelings of the prodigal son, a sentiment as sweet and warm as a gentle spring breeze, perfect for the season. Cookie, give me your hand. Huh? The mages are very pleased about that you and Albedo managed to pass their trial. Albedo received the materials he sought, so you deserve something in return as well. It should be Primo Gems. No, I'm kidding. They wanted you to have this. It contains something entirely one of a kind, a secret of sorts. When the time is right, it will reveal itself to you, so no need to open it right away.
A gift and a mystery all in one. The mages sure love their secrets, huh?
More lore. That's gonna come in handy, I feel like, in some sort of final battle. I'm just saying. According to the sender, you are probably the only person who can make use of something like this, so I suppose it belongs with you. Alright, thanks. Ah, well, all I did was deliver it. Although I did go to great lengths during this whole ordeal. I suppose a reward for my efforts wouldn't be out of the question.
You've helped a lot, Venti. How about we treat you to a drink?
I thought he was getting free drinks all day, or all night. Why do we have to pay for a drink? Really? I'll hold you to that, you know. No going back on your word.
Of course, Dad! Let's go to the tavern right now!
Music to my ears. I'm so happy I could fly. It's like this festival was made for me or something. No, really. It's almost like you're the Animo Archon and it was made to, like, respect the Animo Archon. When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Yeah. Is there more to that? Oh, cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free. Through shadows so cold, he sought wisdom untold, chasing a fragrance the wind only knows. Thus wistfulness waned and faded into night as he stepped from the darkness and into the light. Wow. Wow. Yippee! 60 primos. Okay. Let me make sure I get all my achievements as well. And I don't actually know if I can claim my commissions yet. That's the wrong team. This one. I think I can, though. Usually an Archon quest, like, finishes your commissions for you. Yeah. Oh, she didn't say the line about how running would be faster. It would have been really funny. Not the crickets. Not the crickets.
Controlled breathing.
Charge!
Add Astra at Add Astra. Thank you for complete.
Okay. I had to make sure I got all of my primos before I bought my fates. Oh, only 2 more. Okay. The Kokomi fund is slowly going up. Very slowly, but surely. What is it? Oh, right. Okay, I forgot I get another fate from this. I was like, what is it yapping at me about? I did the quest. There's not more, is there? Okay. More, I should be able to get Bennett in the store after I pull in phase 2. That was me with, Fischl. Because originally, like, Fischl was supposed to be on my overload team with, with my overload team for Cloran, this team, but I replaced her with Yonson, and I kind of regret spending that on Fischl now because I'm not going to use Fischl now, and I could have bought Fates with that, but oh well. It's fine. Okay. I think I'm going to end stream there because I gotta do the event unless my sibling wants to play Overwatch because they've been bothering me about wanting to play Overwatch all morning. So I've been needing Bennett. Yeah, I've been seeing you talk about that in the server. I just already have him. And like I thought I needed Fischl and then I didn't. But it's fine. Just trying to see if there was someone who was live that I could read. And then I got distracted by Discord pings. Let's see. I'm not really seeing anyone, so I think I'm just gonna end it. But thank you guys for stopping by and for all the support today, as per usual. I don't know what my streaming schedule is gonna like next weekend. Obviously, we don't have to do Subnautica because me and Hop finished Subnautica. But I did buy Spirit of the North 2, so I'll probably be streaming that next. I just don't know if I'll be streaming on Friday or if I'll be streaming earlier than that, or if I'll be if I won't stream until Saturday. So, but we'll see. But yeah, so thank you guys for stopping by.